You got to be coming, so ain't no need for running. When it's all said and done, it was all for the glory.
Hey, Megan, you're on. Say hello. Say hello to.
Hey, Meg, long time no see. Oh, she doesn't have a mic, so I can't hear.
Oh, there you go.
Megan, are you a nurse?
What?
Are you a nurse?
I'm not a nurse.
I got this like lump right here. A little nervous about it.
Yeah, I'm here. Watch this. We're looking for me.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, hey, what's up, brother? Are we live?
Yeah, he's live right now.
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, I'm not live. Oh, we are live.
Oh.
Here I am showing my weird lump, dude. Now we're live.
See how that works?
Dude, Dave, you got to tell me what's wrong, bro. I got this lump. No joke. Like right above my collarbone, bro.
You have a lump above your collarbone?
Yeah, it's like swollen right here, bro. Yeah, we'll see it probably. Like,
Is my mic on? Hold on.
you know?
Is my mic on now?
It's a tumor. Tommy, you'd feel bad.
I don't know. I can't really see it.
I'm telling you, it's there, bro.
There you go. My mic's on now. I think my mic was off or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. Is that near the thyroid or something?
I don't know, bro. I kind of slept wrong, I guess. Someone said it could be a viral infection.
I mean, if it's your glands, it could be. If it's your glands, it might be swollen. But there was a local NBC reporter here in town, and she was always, on the air doing stand-ups. And somebody sent a message to her through social media and said, "Hey, I noticed that lump right there. You should probably have that checked or whatever." And the girl actually read that message that went in, and she asked her doctor about it, and she had a tumor.
Yikes.
Yeah, and they did a whole story about it on the news and how, she credits this viewer with, possibly saving her life and everything, and they were able to detect it, but she noticed it was this abnormal kind of lump right in that area. Not trying to scare you or anything, dude. I'm just saying,
Yeah, all the advice I've gotten so far was that it's glands from being sick and that I should wait a week, and if it's still there, go in. So we'll see.
There you go. What's good is this throat sore at all or anything like that? Or
I've been like, as you know, dude, I was coughing for like 3 weeks.
I know.
So
Yeah, dude.
that's kind of how it was.
Here's what you do. You ever use apple cider vinegar?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, good stuff, dude. I'm saying you get on the apple cider vinegar and just what I'll do is mix it with like a little bit of apple cider vinegar and hot water and then gargle it and spit it out. And then I'll gargle like the second little bit and then swallow it. And it's like, but it's good. It like kills all that like crap, I guess, in your throat and like helps out and everything. So apple cider vinegar, if you can, my friend.
There we go. It's a little warm, Fogarty. Fogarty's making me feel a lot better. Doesn't move. It does move, and it's soft. Look at her. She got all the questions memorized from what's that website they tell you not to go to?
WebMD.
WebMD, bro. Look at that. My own
I'm not a doctor.
nurse.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
That's right. My friend, how about me tying up the predictor challenge, my friend?
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I looked at a couple games and I'm like, that one's really good. This one's good. And then I was like, I looked at the Lions game and I'm like, you know what? I want to do this, but I don't want John to have to root against his Lions if I pick the Lions. And I was close. And then I thought, man, we've seen all these backup quarterbacks come in and have great games. So I don't want to fall into that trap. And I passed it up and figured for sure the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers would, be able to beat the Redskins. And they basically got their asses handed to them. I know the score was kind of close, but it wasn't close. And the last drive of that game, I think the Redskins went like 19 plays in like 11 minutes or something. It was the longest drive this season in the NFL. I think their longest drive in over 3 years or something. Crazy. Just manhandling the Buccaneers. So congratulations, John. Congratulations to your Lions.
Hey, we haven't lost in November.
Dude, there's no longer a losing streak. You guys have taken a step up to a winless streak. And
That's
that is
right.
just, dude, that's progress.
Listen, it is progress. We play the Case Keenum-led Browns next week.
Who got their backsides handed to them today.
So we're going to go from a tie to a close win against the Browns to a blowout of the Bears on Thanksgiving, my friend.
I don't think that's going to happen, my friend, but you never know.
You never know. And we got the Tyler Bridges. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But yeah, the Lions had a shot to win. Really, they should have won. The Steelers did everything they could to lose the game today, and they didn't. I got to tell you, bro, it was the most viewers we've had all year. But about 75 people in here during the fourth quarter and overtime watching me and cheering for the Lions. I was losing my mind. And I was saying that, like, I'm going to reach out to the Lions and DM them probably at halftime while you're doing Landon's Laughs and just say somebody from their social media team needs to look at our last stream and sync up my reactions to the play and put them side by side and just put that on YouTube. It was like this. I'm not kidding. I don't know how I did it because it's hard for me to trick myself into caring when we're 0-8. But it was our Super Bowl for me today, and I was going nuts.
That's hilarious. Well, you know what? Live in the moment, dude. Savor it. That's fantastic. I'm happy for you. I'm sad that I lost today, but I mean, it was, man, oh man. And the other few games that I was looking at would have probably been better for me to do. But I think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady maybe need to start cheating. Maybe Brady's got to convince them to start cheating, and maybe they'll win because they've lost 2 in a row, and today was just ugly, my friend.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We've got a Kansas City, Las Vegas game coming up. People want the Skybox, but before that, I want to hear your predictions, my friend. I see you're wearing red.
Yes, I'm wearing red with a little bit of black in it right there.
And you might notice that I'm wearing gray.
Oh, you are? Well, let me open up my app, and here's what I did. And the last couple of games I've picked Kansas City, they've just laid an egg, and they have just been bad that we've watched. I think they've progressed a little bit here over the last couple weeks, and I have them beating the Raiders, my friend, in a close one, though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Okay.
These two teams are like stupid even when you look at their stats, which is one of the reasons I really couldn't figure out which way to go with this. And when I say that, here, let me pull this up so I can tell you. Hold on. Okay, so when you look at the statistics of these two teams, they're averaging both of them 24.5 points a game. They're 15th and 16th ranked in the league. They're averaging the exact same amount of points. Total yards per game, 403 to 410. Passing yards per game, 290 to 320. I mean, it is like just identical when you look at their stats. I mean, they're so similar, but I'm going with Kansas City 27 and the Raiders 24. A field goal.
We are so close. I, too, have the Kansas City Chiefs scoring 27. And I've got Las Vegas scoring 30.
Ooh. So another 3-point game. 3-point game in the opposite direction. I see.
Look at us. And let's see how close we are on total yards, my friend. I went 799 total yards. I have an offensive juggernaut game.
Well, when you look at the two offenses, the total yards per game, again, like I said, 403 for Kansas City, 410, the 7th and 6th team in the league. So I went a little under 800, though. I went at 789, 10 yards off yours.
Man, look at that. And I think we're going to be even here. Let's see how many you went. I went Kansas City, even though I had them losing. I think the Vegas Raiders will be able to run the ball a little better at Kansas City with 341 passing yards.
Okay, we got a little bit about a 50-yard discrepancy there. I did go Kansas City as well, and I took 294 yards.
Okay. Interesting, my friend.
Now, if you are new to playing with us, this game's going to kick off in a couple minutes. Get to your app. Download this if you have not downloaded it yet. Super Squares. Maybe you just logged in here and somehow found us on our feed. Log in right now. Go to this. Make your predictors. Watch a couple commercials. Make sure you pay attention. You're going to answer questions about those commercials. That's all we take as far as paying. You pay attention, okay? And we pay millions. So we don't ever take money from you. We just want you to watch a commercial, prove you paid attention, and then we reward you for doing that because you get points for your predictors. You get points for just rating an ad, 1, 2, or 3 stars. You don't get any more points for 3 or less for 1. You also get points when you answer the question about the commercial correctly. That's why I was saying to go ahead and pay close attention to the details. And if you are new, you can hit that option that says replay or play again. You can watch the ad twice. So I recommend that you do that as well. And then, hey, tell your friends, come on in. We're giving away this week 10 of the NFL season. This week, it started with
tomorrow night.
through tomorrow night. We're giving away like $70,000 in prizes. I mean, who else is doing that?
Not the Fox Predictor app.
There you go, my friend.
Tell you that right now. Did someone give a sub? Nope. Nope. We're good. But we have a sub count from Megan. We have 59 paid subscribers. We're not even on Twitch exclusively anymore, and we still have 59 people paying for subs. That's incredible. My friend, people are going to want the Skybox tonight.
Oh, okay.
I got a text message from Big Money Frank.
I did too. Let me see. Let me go back to. Oh, I see what the passcode is.
And it's a tough one. You got to be careful with it, everybody. You got to make sure you type it in correctly. Join the Skybox.
Those of you that have already logged in saw a new commercial tonight that we taped kind of live on the air on Thursday night. And one of the lines from that ad is our passcode, right?
That's right. Ho, ho, home. All one word. Ho, ho, home. All one word. HOHOHOME.
So go back to the lobby, hit the current games. You'll see if you've already registered, it'll say resume flashing or join the Skybox. Hit join Skybox. Type in HOHOHOME. Join. It'll say confirm. This is one of two Skyboxes. You confirm that. You have successfully joined the Skybox. And welcome to that Skybox. John, what are the bonus prizes in the Skybox tonight?
I'm glad you asked, Dave. $250 to the Pro Football Hall of Fame and $100 to the best predictors, my friend.
That sounds like a plan, my friend. And that's above and beyond. That's just for people that are watching us right here. That's just for people that get into that Skybox. You're still playing against everybody else in your game group and everybody else against the country. That's just our little bonus to say thank you for playing along with us here tonight. And the game has started. Kansas City with the ball first, my friend.
Would you say, as Fogarty says, let's all go to the lobby for that Skybox?
I think we can do that. Let's all go to the lobby. Hey, Megan. Quick question. This thing's finished. So do you want to log into this one and fire it all up to the thingamabobby, to the whatchamajigger StreamYard thingy? Okay. And what we do is over here on this computer, I get StreamYard. So we can see all the chats from Facebook and the Twitter, the YouTube, and Twitch all in one area right there. And then over here, I pretty much, because most of our people that are watching everything are commenting on Twitch. So I watch that over here. And then I watch stats and everything and stuff. As well as the game. Is it loading again? Well, it said it was ready. So I guess we just have to wait till it logs in. All right. Hey, Jonathan.
What's up?
Let's cover three things really quick.
Okay.
I've got Landon's laugh right here.
Perfect.
For halftime, we got that ready to go. As long as she's here. Megan, did you bring the recorder? No. Nope. Answer is no right there. And number three, John?
Yeah.
Marbles?
We got marbles, baby. We've done it all day. We're doing it again tonight. It's been fun.
Okay, if you do want to play marbles with us at halftime, you have to do it through Twitch. So if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, that's great. You can, no problem. If you do want to get into some marbles with us, it's a fun little game where you just kind of get in there. It's completely random and a little marbles race, and you don't win anything, but it's just fun. And watching Megan finish in last place most of the time. So you have to do that on Twitch if you want. 3rd and 5.
That is correct.
Does the field look like glowing, like Kelly St. Patrick's Day green? Is it just my TV, or does yours look like that too, John?
No, it looks a little goofy. And then, of course, they have like a different shade during the 10 yards needed for the first down.
Okay. It does, though, look like the grass is kind of glowing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's goofy.
Huh.
It's goofy. Junk mail. The Skybox is ho, ho, home. All one word. HOHOHOME. Biggie C's just here so he doesn't get fined. Also marbles.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
And Kaprasov Exists is so excited for tomorrow night. The bigger game. We haven't had a bigger game yet this season. We've had a couple fun things this season, but this one's going to be nuts. I'm pumped tomorrow night, and we have a big summer blowout. Big summer blowouts?
Big summer blowout.
Because the Niners are going to lose tomorrow by 38.
Who are they playing tomorrow?
They play the Rams.
I'm going to say that's fake news.
Von Miller, OBJ gets 3 touchdowns. Going to be a crazy Stafford revenge game.
Well, I hope that OBJ doesn't get any touchdowns because I need Cooper Kupp to get like 5 touchdowns. I also hope that Mitchell has a good game. I need him to get 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, and and that might help out my fantasy team because I'm just getting smoked like no one's business this week.
And I'm winning, my friend. It's all coming together.
I was wondering how did that Miami Dolphins defense thing work out for you in the long run, huh?
It did, and I probably would have beat most teams this week in our league, but I ended up playing a guy who put Zach Wilson in and who didn't even play today. He's Skeeter's buddy. He's pretty much out for the league. Skeeter, he paid his money. Skeeter said, hey, man, fix your lineup. He said, what's the point? I'm going to lose anyway. And he's actually kind of right. He could have played Josh Allen today. I still would have beat him.
Right.
But he's about the only one not active in the league. It's otherwise a good league, and I've got a chance. I got Montgomery healthy. Chubb is COVID, of course, but he'll be healthy. And it's important to be healthy towards the end of the season, my friend.
Yeah, it is. And that's when I look at my team as well, I was like, and we're not going to talk fantasy all night because the most thing that people hate is when someone else talks about their fantasy team. The only person who ever wants to hear about your fantasy team is you.
Yeah,
exactly. But I've got Saquon Barkley, like you said, coming back and getting healthy. And, so hopefully he gets back with the Giants here in the end of the season. And then also a big injury today in Green Bay with their starting running back with Jones. And A.J. Dillon came into that game and had a fantastic game. So that's going to probably change the trajectory of a few things in the fantasy world if he is your fantasy running back, my friends.
Yes, they're saying sprained MCL, which is, I guess, better than a torn or anything like that. But that's just horrible news for the Packers, whose defense is actually playing out of their minds. But their offense has been struggling a little bit. And they only have Devontae Adams. Tunyon's out. Now they lose their starting running back.
Yep.
They didn't get OBJ. They haven't really done much to improve their offense this year compared to last year. So I don't know if I have them beating the Rams or the Cardinals with a healthy Murray and Hopkins or even the Bucks, my friend.
Well, I thought that even without Murray and Hopkins, that Arizona would be somewhat competitive. And today didn't really look that way. But we'll see. I mean, one guy can really make a big difference on a team.
Yep, 3rd and 1 here for the Raiders. And they can run the ball.
There you go. And Kansas City ended up punting on its first possession back to the Raiders. And the Raiders are rolling along right now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Oh, hey, if you are new to joining us, again, welcome in. When you look at your game screen, like you're looking at right now on our screen, in the bottom right-hand corner, right next to where it says Skybox for tonight, ho, ho, home. Thank you, Megan. It'll say react, and there's a little button with a number 5 on it. That means that there are 5 commercials that are hiding underneath there. You can hit that, rate the commercial for 1 point, answer a question for 4 more points, or for 3 more points to get a total of 4 points per question. So do those before the end of the game. You can do them now. You could have done them yesterday if you wanted to, but anytime before the end of the game, make sure that you do those and get yourself some bonus points, my friends.
I'm going to do mine with you, Dave, as we hit some commercials today. We've got Landon's Laugh. We got Marbles at halftime. People are excited.
Hey, you know what else we have? Matt Burke's Tweet of the Week.
Can't wait.
So I've got a runner-up and a Tweet of the Week from our Commissioner Matt Burke. So that'll be fun. We'll get to that tonight as well. And then, as always, maybe Big Money Frank may stop by at some point and say hello.
We love Big Money Frank, don't we, Cater Gator? Skybox is up there. Let's see how many people we got in the Skybox so far. 104. You still have the rest of the quarter to join.
I think the passing offense for the Raiders is like, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd, like maybe in the National Football League, 4th maybe something. I know they're right towards the top in passing yard per game. So. Look at Carr. Oh, nice tackle.
They're going to go for this if they mark him short.
He's short.
Dying Duck in the Thunderstorm, by the way, already has 3.5 predictor points. How's that even possible?
He may have guessed, 7-0. Maybe
0.2.
Yeah, maybe really close on that score. Maybe, I don't know. It could be.
I'm checking out my game group. I've got RG Oak Gill. He's a friend of mine. He put me down as his buddy in the group. We've got, let's see, anyone else I recognize? Davey, Woodsy, BR13, who had a heck of a game last game, almost took first. And Digital
Display. Remember that song from the 80s, Digital Display?
I know, my friend. I was 3 years old in
Oh, that's
1990.
Okay. That's okay, my friend. I think it was Digital. Was that by RFTW? Digital Display, maybe? Ready for the World, RFTW? Let me look at my game group and let me see if there's any familiar names in mine. Let me see. No one. No. Dude, I don't see anyone. I don't see any names that I know in my group. A lot of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Florida, Illinois, North Carolina, California, Arizona. A lot of folks around the country, my friend. New York.
Hey, Dave, breaking news.
Yes, sir. Breaking news. What's up?
The 4 o'clock game group winners list is not accurate.
Okay.
Because the Minnesota game, which most people played, was not updated in the software when the report was run. We're running it again, so ignore it.
Okay. So if you did hear that, or if you didn't, let me give you a quick explanation. When you go into your app, again, if you're new, pay attention. If you've been here with us a long time, I know this is somewhat redundant, and I apologize, and don't mean to talk down to you, Dave. We know how to do that, but we're getting a lot of new players week over week over week playing. So if you go back to the lobby and you see the menu in the upper left-hand corner, when you hit menu, you'll be able to go on here and see how to play, frequently asked questions, prize details, how to invite. You can hit the invite friends button, but where it says winners list, and we're not going to click it right now because the winners list that was run from 4 p.m. is not correct, because the Vikings game, and a lot of our fans play the Vikings game, the stats were not compiled in the system correctly and finalized before the report ran because of the length of the game. So that report is being redone. Everything is in now being retabulated with the correct stats for your predictors, and that will be released a little bit later. So every time period, let's say, in the Midwest, the 1 o'clock or the noon games here on the East Coast, they're 1 o'clock games. So the early game, you can pick any one of those games, and everybody that plays in those games goes together into one prize group. Okay, and then the 4 o'clock games or the 3 o'clock games in the Midwest. Again, you pick one of those games to play, but everybody's competing against each other. On these nights, like Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night, everybody is playing just this game, which is kind of cool. So there'll be 3 different prize groups. There'll be one for the early game, there'll be one for the afternoon game, and then there'll be one for the night game.
Well said, my friend. How about those Michigan Wolverines beating Penn State?
Did they really? I didn't see what happened.
They did. They beat Penn State. And, it ended up needing like a fourth quarter touchdown, but they really did dominate the game. And now they play Maryland next week, and they should win that one. And then it's Ohio State, man, win and in.
I did see that Ohio State was just bulldozing Purdue. Purdue comes off of beating Michigan State after they beat Michigan, and then just gets wiped out, I think, by Ohio State yesterday. And then I guess the other thing I saw was the big surprise is that Oklahoma got beat.
By Baylor.
Yeah, and it wasn't super close. And so now that whole playoff scenario is going to change. It's going to be very interesting. Oklahoma was the undefeated Big 12, and they were going to be in the playoffs, my friend, if they won out.
Is that Uncle Terry?
That's Uncle Terry. Yeah, he said Oklahoma had no chance. He said it was
like Pittsburgh winning today.
You better pay attention to commercials from now on, because otherwise you're never going to get a question right anymore.
Tell you what, Uncle Terry, 0-8-1, my friend. Thank you for making sure we don't go winless.
I had nothing to do with it.
You can still go winless.
Yeah, but we can't go 0-17, my friend.
Correct.
You can thank Big Ben for that one.
I will.
So let me go to see if they've released, because they don't normally do it on Sunday night. And let me see.
What's up, Toxic? The AP is out, but
Yes.
the
Georgia, Alabama up to number 2, Cincinnati, Oregon, then Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan State, Michigan, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss up a couple spots. Baylor, after that big win over Oklahoma, jumps Oklahoma up 7 spots. So it is going to be very interesting to see what
it
happens.
is. Remember the little skirmish that you, me, and Tim got into the other night? I believe that must have been Monday night when he said that the playoff rankings, which they also do now on Tuesday evenings, weren't out yet. And I said, those don't matter until the season's over, right?
Exactly. Playoffs?
And I'm right. They still don't. But I will say this. Michigan was actually ranked 5 or 6 in the playoff one last week, ahead of Michigan State. But the AP this week, even after Michigan won, has Michigan still not ahead of Notre Dame or Michigan State. So it doesn't matter. Got to play all the games before that poll matters.
Yeah, and really the only difference between the coaches poll and the AP top 25 is Ohio State and Oregon flipped at 4 and 5. The AP has Oregon 4, Ohio State 5, and the coaches poll Ohio State 4, Oregon 5, and the rest of the top 10 are the same. My friend.
I knew it was coming. So let's give a little round of applause for the NFC North today.
How about that, huh?
The Bears did not lose.
Exactly.
The Lions did not lose. The Packers did not lose, and the Vikings did not lose. My friend.
The Packers, in what I thought would be a little bit of a better game, shut out Russell Wilson coming back. Shut out Seattle. Crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. I didn't pay a ton of attention because I was hanging with Skeeter. Nice, almost one-handed grab by Tyreek Hill. I was hanging with Skeeter, and we were watching the Vikings game, which with most of the chat, there's some Packer fans. We were checking in on it. I want to give credit to the Packers defense. You shut anybody out. It's the only shutout all day today, besides this game so far.
Yes.
But man, you got a question is if Russell Wilson is 100%. You got a question. A lot of the chemistry between Pete Carroll, that offense, and Russell Wilson in general has been kind of bad this year. And all of a sudden, they're like 3-6 or 3-7.
Yep. The Bears are 3-6. I mean, so what does that tell you?
Yeah, and it's fun, man. This is why I love the NFL. Preseason, everybody, myself included, was saying, man, that NFC West could be the best division ever. We don't know who's going to win it. You got the Niners, you got the Seahawks, right? You got the Rams in Arizona. And most people had Arizona last. And they're first right now. And then the Rams. And then the Niners and Seahawks, they're done. Their season's over.
No, I don't think anyone's season's officially over.
You know what I mean? They're not winning the division. They're not coming back down 6 games.
Yeah.
And then you look at the AFC, the AFC West, where everyone had the Chiefs dominating, and that's wide open.
Yeah.
I love it.
You think about that in Kansas City. Well, here's the thing. Like you said, wide open. Las Vegas is 5-3. Kansas City and the Chargers 5-4. Denver 5-5. I mean, it reminds me almost of the NFC East last year when every team was under 500. And you're going, which one of these 7-9 teams is going to make the playoffs when Dallas and Philadelphia and the Giants and Redskins and all that. And the Redskins somehow backed in to the playoffs. But yeah, playoffs? But it's a crazy year. So, I mean, there's really, when you look at the entire AFC, only one team has 8 wins. Tennessee is 8-2. And no one else even has 7 wins. My friend.
That's pretty crazy. Here's news. Apparently, Dan Campbell took over play calling duties from Anthony Lynn this week.
Oh.
Well, I didn't like the play calls from the Lions on offense today. So can we give it back to Anthony Lynn?
Is that why they almost didn't lose?
Dude, I don't think you watched the game. At one point, I think in the 3rd or 4th quarter, Jared Goff had 30 passing yards.
Really?
At halftime, he had 11. And it wasn't like a horrible game by Goff. I mean, he barely threw the ball at all. I think he was 8 of 11 for 40 yards in the 4th quarter.
I took I had the TV on today for probably 5, maybe 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And I happened to turn it on, and it was the last few seconds of the regulation. And they said, Pittsburgh is going to be content to take this game into extra innings. And I watched the overtime. I hold on. I saw that. I turned it on. I turned the TV back off. I turned it on to see the final 4 minutes of overtime. So I don't know what happened in the beginning. Obviously, both teams ended up punting because there was 4 minutes. And it was an exciting as hell 4 minutes of overtime football.
Yeah, it really was. A lot of turnovers. I mean, it was a fun game. I almost lost my voice after just getting it back.
Well, still though, I mean, think about it. You see, I was thinking about you as I was watching because I'm like, oh man, John's team's finally going to get a win. This dude's got to make a field goal. Oh, they just got that's going to be an easier field goal. Holding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they back him back outside of an easy field goal, and then they run the ball, and it's like, okay, they got some of it back. It's still going to be a long field goal, but it's a makeable field goal, and that cartoon character gets out there, dude, and I don't know if that dude's a golfer. Because it looked to me like he took a nice divot. Instead of just hitting the ball and letting it sail, looked like and I know it was wet out there, looked like he took a little bit of a divot with it. And the ball, I was just like, you got to be joking. It looked almost like when you hit the ball on Madden and it just doesn't go far enough and kind of bloops.
Yeah. It was rough, man. I don't know
Well,
if I've ever seen a worse kick.
I was like, oh my gosh, can things get worse for these guys? and then I'm watching, with next to no time left, Pittsburgh go all the way down, and that's okay, they got third down. They're within field goal range. Are they going to try to get a couple more yards? Are they going to just throw a quick out? And they try that weird, whatever that play was for half of a yard and fumble with a couple seconds left. I'm like, I wanted to at least see them attempt a field goal just as a fan. I wanted to see them, if they could win. And so what a crazy game and what an emotional roller coaster, especially for, a winless team. Uh-oh,
Sure.
Who went under center? Was that Travis Kelce?
It looked like it. Direct snap, first down. Man, the Chiefs have such a weird offense. First and goal. Thanks for the kind words, everybody. Game group winners, Forte.
Biggie Stevie says, I was waiting for the turf to go through the post instead of the ball. I told you, boy took a divot, man. It's like, woof. I was like, oh, it's so bad. Poor
Yeah,
Lions.
for sure.
Poor Lions fans.
That's right, dude. Poor Lions fans. Mahomes, touchdown hill. There you go, Kimberly.
There you go. I hear, way to go, Kimberly, and I hear Megan. Dang. Why? What's wrong? What happened with that, Megan? You're dang about, you mean for your square. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were maybe talking fantasy thing or something, or the rest of the whole score of the game. I'm like, we have all game to go. Let me see what that does to my square, my friend.
Toxic, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for being here. Lions fan, he's playing Super Squares right now and must have picked a low-scoring game because already has 11 predictor points in second place in the Skybox.
Or maybe he picked most, it ought to be all running, and the most passing yards would be 38.
Good luck to you, Toxic. Yeah, Forte, it's crazy. You just got to keep going, man. Everybody finds, everybody finds their win. I'm going to do a reaction, Dave.
I'm going to do one too. I just hit the button. It's thick shower soap, dude.
I got Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame Merlin Olsen Super Bowl luncheon. World-class hospitality each year. Over 80 gold jackets are in attendance and will be seated with our loyal partners. A once-in-a-lifetime chance to meet your football heroes. Sponsorships are available at what Jerry Jones said was the best event at the Super Bowl.
It's the best event of the Super Bowl.
They say that's what Jerry Jones said.
Luncheon.
Dave, can you relay the info to Frank? I'm sure he already knows, but just in case.
4 points.
The Sunday 1 p.m. winners list is showing Thursday's winners.
Hey, did you hear that, Big Money, Frank? Hold on. Let me go around the corner just to make sure that.
Otters 08. It was a nice win by the Packers today. A shutout in the NFL is tough.
You get that? Frank, you heard that, right? You heard that? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. I didn't hear someone. Usually I hear a yeah.
Yeah, they'll get that all fixed and patched up.
Frank's going in there and straightening everything out because of the way that all happened today and stuff. So it'll all be straightened out and regulated, and tabulated and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Rich Rule says, go Pack, go. Pack a punch in here with the Packers. You know what? You guys know that John is a Packers fan too, right?
What? No, fake news, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, there is video proof. If you look right now on the feed, if you're on Twitch.
Disagree. It's my twin.
We'll see. I love the Nightbot that pops up. Did you know John was a closet Packers fan? I love it. So here's what's really cool about this week that I'm excited about. Again, those of you that have opened your Val Pack across the country, if you're a brand new player and this is your first week, I know a lot of people are getting in Val Pack and you're joining us tonight. Just do me a favor, type in the chat, you're a first-time player, if you're ever a first-time player. And we'd also like to know, how you found out. I saw something on Twitter, a buddy of mine told me I got it through Val Pack. Just let us know, because number one, we just want to say hi to you and thank you for playing if you're a first-time player. And it'd be cool to find out where you did find out from. So.
All right, time for the Raiders to respond.
And that's a returnable ball on the glowing green field.
On the glowing green field.
It is, doesn't it? Look, it's like I said, it's not just
my
my TV.
Man, I'm feeling a little parched, Dave.
Dude, Charles Woodson right there. Look at that, huh?
Love
Isn't he
him.
Michigan great?
Yep, one of my all-time favorite Michigan players.
So there you go. That's why I used to like Michigan. I was a big fan of his.
Michigan, you gotta be honest. I know you're not a huge Michigan fan. You're not really anti-Michigan. Michigan has been a classy organization outside of their basketball issue that they were punished for, and rightfully so, in sports. And I like that about them.
I'm going to disagree with you a bit because I always was a Michigan fan, and I'm not because of the some, I think, unclassy things that they did. It has nothing to do with basketball. So I'm kind of anti-Michigan. I used to be like my high school fight song was the same as Michigan, and we were blue and gold and all that stuff, everything. So I grew up like a Michigan fan and a Notre Dame fan because I'm Catholic, and South Bend is right down the road over in Indiana and all that stuff. But now I hope that both of those teams lose every single week.
All right, we got to talk a little bit more about this. But first, Fake White Teeth learned from Tim Sabian. Jessica Brockman, Valpak here for the first time. Welcome, Jessica. Thanks for being here on Facebook right now. There's a lot of people watching us that you might not be able to see, Jessica. 65 people. I don't know how many are on Facebook at the moment, but thank you for being one of them. We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook as well. So let's chat about this. What has Michigan done?
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
They haven't
I don't know if you mentioned this about from Skeet 55. First time player here found out about this from some random guy talking about it at Costco.
Did you hear the story that Skeeter actually won one of his bikes, one of his Indian motorcycles, EFTR Juniors? He won it by him and his wife telling one of their friends who they saw at a random Starbucks. And then that person made Skeeter their buddy and took first place in the country the following week.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
So tell your friends.
Just and again, if you are new with us, when you first signed up, it said, "Do you have a buddy?" And that means if someone told you, just like we're talking about Skeeter, said, "Hey, you got to play this game. It's really cool," and you make that person your buddy as a thank you for doing that. If that person ever wins, you win the same prize. Doesn't count for our Skybox. That's just above and beyond bonus. But on our national prizes, that's the way the buddy system works. They win a prize, you win a prize. You could have 30 buddies playing. We have some people that have 50, 60 buddies that are playing. And when you see the winners list, when the correct winners list comes out a little bit later, we'll pull it up on the screen. We'll take a look at it because it tells you where the winner's from. And then it'll say if they have a buddy and their buddy's name. And you'll see, sometimes the same person's name 4 times, which means they won 4 prizes that day in that time slot alone. So it pays to let people know about Super Squares. And thank you for everybody that does do that and spreads the word. Raiders punt again.
And
look at that
return. Fumble.
Oh, and the Raiders got the ball back, but I think he might have been on his backside. He might have been on his derriere on the ground.
I thought he was down for a second too, but I have to see a replay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll watch again. Because I thought he was on his backside sledding, and that ball came out. Let's see.
That ball's
on the
loose,
ground.
dude.
I don't know.
If the ball's already coming loose, it doesn't matter if his back hits. Let's say
That's
then force to go to a
He had to
commercial.
play just like that. Remember the other night? It was Monday night. Remember when someone was catching it out of bounds, and did they have it? And
Yep.
it was the same kind of thing. So we'll have to see what the officials do here, because the ball didn't completely come loose until he hit and bounced off the ground. He still had it kind of pinned in between his side and his arm. So
All right, so we got a commercial. Before we do another reaction, I want to hear your Michigan take.
no, we'll talk. Dude, we'll talk about that off the air.
It can't be that bad. I'm a huge Michigan fan. The biggest scandal they ever had was the 80s, 90s basketball scandal, which is not even top 20 in the college world.
See?
All right, offline, my friend.
I'll tell you offline, because we just kind of keep it down the middle, a nice family show and everything and stuff and all that. So, and I don't want to go off the rails.
Tell you what, Dave, you remind me of my dad in a lot of ways, and all of them are good except for one. You guys can hold a grudge, man.
All right, are
we at least both agree that Ohio State is worse, my friend?
I cannot. I don't know. I wore an Ohio State shirt last night for my neighbor, because he's been asking me to have. He's from Ohio, and he's a retired General Motors worker, and he's been asking me to have a beer with him for the last few weeks, and I've just had all kinds of things going on. So finally, last night when I came home, I said, "Hey, I know you've been wanting to have a beer," and my daughters were like, "Can we play volleyball out front?" I said, "It's dark out. It's okay." All right, fine. So I kind of stood in the driveway, had a beer, and the girls were playing volleyball, and So I had a beer with Bucky, and I said, "Buck, look, I put the Ohio State shirt on for you," because they got me an Ohio State shirt because they're big fans. So,
let me just put it this way, my friend. I think that after I wipe the floor with you in this prediction challenge, I think I'm sending you a Michigan jersey your way. Don't worry, it'll be someone real good like Tom Brady.
Well, I don't think you're going to win. Today was just a bad day, like all around. Like it's just a bad day. So I'm just going to just wipe the slate clean, after today, and next week I'll pick back up where I can focus on that and get into it, pick the right game, and analyze things, and get back on top, leading 2-1.
My friend, I already know the lock of the week for next week for me.
I haven't even looked. See, that's the thing. I haven't even looked at the games. I got no idea who's playing next week, and you've already looked and you have your lock of the week.
I think I have it. Of course, I got to wait for injury reports and all that stuff. But man, the Titans-Texans game in Tennessee is looking pretty appetizing.
That's if those two are playing. Yeah, that does look appetizing.
But
so
you have to take me away from the Niners-Jaguars 0-0 tie game.
Oh, come on. The Niners aren't that bad, dude.
Dude, the Niners are bad.
They're not that bad.
They have not won a home game since last October.
Wow. You're saying they're as bad as Jacksonville? Really?
I'm saying the Niners are a bottom 5 team in the league right now. Because not necessarily like they have some good aspects on defense. I like Deebo Samuel, but Garoppolo is bad and Lance isn't ready. And that team's not very good.
Well, time will tell, my friend.
That Niners team got blown out last week by a team that got blown out today by the Panthers with Cam Newton. And an XFL QB.
Hey, Hootskoot says they found a piece of paper in the storm sewer culvert and decided to just give it a try. Found something that had super squares on it. So the creative stories are great tonight. I was being sincere, though, when I said if you are a first-time player, we'd love to say hi to you and thanks for playing.
Well, we found Jessica, and she's great. Megan has gifted a sub to Forgety, by the way. Forgety, who has been here all day today, all week on all Thursday stream, and hopefully tonight. She's just hilarious. And Bobo with the resub tier 1 for 13 months in a row says, "Wow, 13, my lucky number." Thank you for the subs.
And Kimberly. Yeah, I know Notre Dame's blue and gold. Michigan is maize and blue. I just said blue and gold because those were our high school colors. So I'm like, we had blue and gold. I know it's maize. I know it's maize, Michigan.
Mays,
So-
Michigan, baby. It's going to be burned in your mind after we spank Ohio State in 2 weeks.
When was the last time you guys beat Ohio State?
Dude, why would you ask me that?
Dude, I'm just wondering.
When's the last time you guys won a Super Bowl?
When is the last time the Lions won in Pittsburgh?
Dude.
Oh.
A long time. But now we've tied twice since 1955.
You love it.
But thanks for asking. I want to say it's 2011. I'm going to look it up right now. I think the last time we won was 2011.
Hey, Jenny Girl, what exactly are you asking? Jenny Girl says, I'm not sure how the subs work, guys. What am I missing there?
Subs? That's when you're on Twitch and you want
the
to
Twitch
pay
thing.
for a subscription. So you can, if you have Amazon Prime, Jenny, you can actually connect your Amazon Prime account to Twitch for free. And I made a YouTube video about that. Go to beardedblevins.com, go to YouTube, and you can see a video about how to do that. And so you can subscribe. It kind of supports the channel. Or you can pay $5 a month out of your own pocket and subscribe. It gives you some emotes. Forgity, can you share some of the emotes real quick? And you become a Twitch subscriber.
Yeah, sub stands for subscriber for Twitch. So it's not really related to us. It has nothing to do. We don't with Super Squares. We don't have anything to do with Twitch. We just have our station run on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. So wherever you happen to find us. But yeah, that sub thing applies to people that are on Twitch.
So Dave, in 2003, the Michigan Wolverines won against Ohio State. Then they lost the next 7, and then won in 2011. And then since then, they've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight. But one of those, Ohio State forfeited all those games, but still. So it's been a while since 2011, 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, they've had some close games in those 10 years, even though they've had some bad teams. But
speaking of forfeiting, so would you agree? And let's not talking about NFL or college, whatever, but let's say my kid's baseball game today, or if you ever play softball, or you're playing, and one team has 7 players show up, and they can't field the whole team. The other team's got their entire team right there, of players, and the other team just has to forfeit, right? If they don't have enough players.
Yep.
You ever been a part? Yeah. Or if for some reason I've been in a situation where a team misread the schedule, thought they were playing on Tuesday, but no, the game was actually on Monday and didn't show up. They don't show up. It's a forfeit, right? So the other team wins. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So with that in mind, today I destroyed Jonathan Blevins and Matt Burke because Matt Burke said that he wanted to play because he saw our challenge going on. I posted, here's who I'm picking, and Jonathan did. And he's like, well, why can't I play? So I said, you can, Burke. And he said, okay, then let's start a Skybox for the Patriots game at 1:00. Or he said, I'm playing the Cleveland Patriots game. So I started a Skybox for the 3 of us to compete in. And Jonathan never showed up in the Skybox. And Burke, who asked for it, never showed up. The only one that did was me by default, the champion, my friend.
Dude, I saw those texts, but it was too late because I was driving home from church. I couldn't text and drive, and then I had to set the stream up. It was all very intense.
You had till the end of the first quarter to get in that Skybox, my friend.
Can I ask what your predictors were for that game? Are you checking?
Washington, let me see, Cleveland, New England. I haven't even looked yet. Let me look. Final results.
Yeah, let's see what we would have had.
My predictors were 15.6928.
Mine were 15.5522, and I had a square. My final score was 29.5522.
Your final score, oh, so you didn't do the reactions.
No. Oh, no, I lost you. You're gone. What happened to Dave, everybody? We lost him. Can you guys still hear me? And I hope it's not a hurricane in Florida. All right, cool. We're here. I don't know what happened to Dave. I'm sure they'll fix it on their end. But he's frozen. Can you wave, Dave? Yeah, he's completely frozen. on both of his computers. What if I remove him and then add him back? Oh, he's gone. They reset. He fell asleep. They playing the mannequin game.
Oh,
Hey, you're back, dude.
okay, there we go. I was just typing and saying we're trying to get the feedback. Something like crashed through the StreamYard or something or whatever and cut us off on this end.
Bro, I got to tell you, man, it was kind of getting dark over here. It was kind of cold without you. And,
Whew.
man, don't do that again.
Thanks for hanging out there, and thanks for your concern. I appreciate that.
You missed the touchdown, 7-7.
No, I didn't miss the touchdown. I saw the touchdown. We didn't lose the TV. We just lost for some reason the feed here or whatever. So
It's time for another reaction, my friend.
okay, let me do that.
Lacrosse. I'm still waiting for Uncle Terry to just watch tomorrow night. He's going to make those questions nuts.
I got the Indian motorcycle. You know it doesn't have a gas tank, right?
Wow. Too soon, Dave. I need another year before you can make that joke. It's just so sensitive. Also, I'm having a Frosty Bev if you want to join me.
Jen, I might do that more than once.
I've determined that it's more fun streaming with Frosty Bevs. I've gone about half and half this year.
Sure. I think I have one on more than half probably this year. Okay.
I've been half and half. I try to get healthy as well, but man, it's fun to just have a couple of brews, cheer for the Lions.
Which is not a feature of the Indian EFTR Junior electric mini bike.
Endorsed by the NHL.
I'm gonna. I think it's the aforementioned fuel tank. Thank you, Megan. That's very nice of you.
Toxic Lions fan has 18 predictors.
Uh-oh. Hey, listen to this. Hold on. This is one of the best sounds in the world. Listen.
Dude, that was some ASMR stuff, bro. You been practicing?
No, and I'm not even sure what that acronym means.
Oh, you don't know what ASMR means?
ASMR. I can figure it out.
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Dude, how did I not know that?
I don't know. It's often a relaxing sedative sensation that begins at the scalp and moves down the body, also known as a brain massage.
I didn't know that. And
yes, triggered by placid sights, sounds like whispers, accents, and crackles.
I like that.
It's like when you say I got goosies, you know?
I like that.
It's
That's
so
like
funny.
that's like last night at dinner. You know, my daughter busts out with, "You know what DNA is?" I go, "Yeah, I know what DNA is, but what does DNA stand for?" I'm like, "What does DNA stand for?" I'm like, and she just busts out with like whatever does something whatever it stands for. I mean, my 12-year-old just busts out off her tongue like she's a scientist. I'm like, "You go, girl."
That's hilarious. People like the weirdest stuff. You could take like this bottle here, this water bottle I have, and you can just kind of like. And they'll love that.
Really
weird. Oh yeah, dude.
Well, that's like my same daughter I was just talking about with the DNA stuff. She likes stuff like that. Like she will put on not so much like the sounds as much, but she'll put on like a YouTube video and just gets like so much satisfaction out of someone just like carving soap.
Yeah.
We'll just like go in and just like carve a little thing of soap or something. Or like pressure washing. When you see like, it like takes off like she'll watch like pressure washing videos.
Dude,
just, like,
people, there's this, you know, like that windshield wiper, like it's not a windshield, but you know when you clean your windshield at the gas station and you use that thing that dries it?
Yeah, I did it yesterday.
So if you take that and you take a paint bucket, right? And the paint, imagine the paint bucket has fresh paint, but all the paint's kind of poured out, but there's paint all around the side still. And you take one of those things and you just kind of wipe it clean. And people freak out over that stuff, dude. The videos of people just kind of scraping paint off a bucket and then it's clean.
With the thing you use at the windshield cleaner?
Yeah, like a smaller thing, but same kind of concept.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
A Kansas City running game?
What's going on?
How about that? See, there you go. Like Lou. Lou says, yeah, deoxyribonucleic acid. That's the DNA thing. That's what my daughter was saying. She's like, yeah. She rolled off her tongue. I was like, okay.
Thank you, Thank you, Rich and Fake White Teeth. A squeegee.
A squeegee, yeah. But you're talking about the other side of the squeegee, though. Not that you're talking about like to clean the can, right? Like the side that's got the foam on it.
Right.
Right. What is number 77? Just throwing his Fitbit to the sidelines? Is he counting steps? What's going on?
I'm not really sure what's going on.
Jefferson, he walked over the field and threw something out over there onto the sidelines. I don't know. Maybe it was his Fitbit.
You think Luigi?
No.
Oh wow.
He found someone's ballpoint pen.
Dude, that's a pen or a wrench.
Is it a wrench?
What was that?
I don't know.
Well, Holmes is going to chuck it up.
Oh, look at that. And Travis Kelce's back. You know, I was reading an article about like what has happened to Travis Kelce this year and where has he been and how come he's been so horrible. And then I read the stats and I'm like, if any other tight end in the league had like 50, I think he's got like 53 catches for 680 yards and 5 touchdowns, you'd be ecstatic. But when it's Travis Kelce, you're like, dude, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him this year?
Fogarty says she'd be interested in which coach uses the most steps. I mean, it's got to be either Pete Carroll or Dan Campbell, right? It's certainly not Andy Reid. No offense. I'm trying to think who paces a lot besides those two. Sean Payton's not much of a pacer. It's got to be Andy Reid. I mean, not Andy Reid. It's got to be a Pete Carroll. Dave, you didn't freeze again, did you?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, good.
I was looking over here really quick to see the stats here really quick, and I'm on the wrong screen. Here it is. There we go. Trying to pull the game up.
Always picking on the poor walrus. Sean McVay does pace a lot, but he also does like the knee thing quite a bit. Look at Kelce again. Another first down.
Yep.
I have no parlays tonight, but I will be doing one tomorrow night, my friends.
Good beer. That's Miller Lite, my friend. One of our commercials that we had on tonight. Miller Lite.
Dude, this is a great tweet. Somebody said DK Metcalf went back into the game after being ejected.
No way.
Yeah, and he goes, someone tweets, you can't do that. And then someone quote tweets it and says, you can't get ejected twice. That's double jeopardy. Let him play.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
Well, speaking to the Twitter, I think maybe I'll just go into this here right now. We might as well. You know, we have all games, so let's do it now. And one of my favorite segments called Matt Burke's Tweet of the Week. All right, so we have a runner-up. Matt Burke, for those of you that don't know, is the commissioner of Super Squares. He is our commissioner. And he's not just like an ordinary average dude. He is a nominee for the Professional Football Hall of Fame this year. He's one of the nominees. Played years with the Minnesota Vikings, went to the Baltimore Ravens to finish his career, won a Super Bowl, hoisted the trophy, and we're happy to have him as part of our team. And Matt Burke has quite a Twitter following and some trolls. And what's great about Matt Burke is just the way that he so eloquently just comes back at these people. It cracks me up like constantly. So here's our runner-up Matt Burke tweet of the week, and then I will give you his tweet of the week. So let me pull him up right here. So here's the runner-up. Okay, someone tweets to Matt who went to Harvard. When I say Matt's a pretty smart guy, it's kind of an understatement. I think he took the Wonderlic or something and had the 4th highest score in the history of the National Football League.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy. So someone says to Matt Burke, half of the football players at Harvard weren't smart enough to attend on academics alone. Half of the football players at Harvard weren't smart enough to attend on academics alone. And Matt Burke's reply back to that person, more like 95%, 90 tackles, 14 sacks, 4 fumble recoveries. My senior year of high school got me in.
Hashtag Al Bundy.
Yeah. Hashtag Al Bundy. Hashtag Polk High School. Hashtag 4 TDs in a game. I love it.
Great stuff. That's the runner-up?
That's the runner-up. That is the runner-up. So Matt Burke's tweet of the week. So someone tweets to Matt Burke, and I have to drink to this one because this one just made me laugh out loud. Someone tweets to Matt, Joe Biden is not a medical professional, you effing dumbass. Okay, and he spelled out the whole F-U word.
Yep.
Matt, Joe Biden is not a medical professional, you effing dumbass. Hashtag fat Andy Dalton. Matt's response, so cruel. Why do you do Andy Dalton like this? He's a great guy.
Great stuff.
And that's Matt Burke's tweet of the week. I love it. If you're not following Matt Burke on Twitter, you need to because it's just funny. You know that car I ordered, John? Still not in.
Really?
Yeah, remember we were talking about car. I finally decided and all that stuff. Yeah, months ago. Ordered. Still not in
Wow.
yet. The last word I got from him was like 3 weeks ago. Hey, things are starting to move again. I may have some good news for you next week. Obviously not, because it's now 3 weeks later.
Yep.
And I've heard
Nice.
nothing. So we'll see. Hey, Jamie, it's interesting. Jamie says Dave has to be the best at reading books to kids. My agent one time, a couple years ago, sent me an audition, and it was for something like that. And I was like, man, that's going to be great. Like reading books to kids or whatever. And I just sent in an audition, didn't get a call back or a live audition or anything like that. But yeah, no, that's cool. I like reading books to kids.
Fake white teeth. Matt Burke has 176 followers on Twitter, and that's just his kids. It's a great joke. One of my favorite things about Burke is that he can dish it, but he can take it too.
Yeah, and you know what's great about it? I mean, because it is so easy. Like I saw someone comment on something today on Twitter, and like a knee-jerk response would be so easy to say, "You're just and call a name or do something, whatever." And I try not to do that. I don't stoop like that when I reply to people or anything like that. I don't get trolled like Matt does. But it'd be really easy just to fire back, and I see people do it all the time. Just nasty. Just like the guy just sent a message to him, and that dude's name is on there. You calling him an F dumbass and all this stuff. And Matt never stoops that low. Always keeps it classy. Kills him with kindness and just goes back in like the opposite direction. I think it's great. It's a nice change of pace from some of the just nasty, evil, just junk that's out there on social media and Twitter and stuff.
Vegas has 8:24, plenty of time in the second quarter to drive down and see if they can answer that crazy, weird drive from Kansas City. And my friend, I'm doing a quick reaction.
Oh,
ESPR Junior.
Already did that one.
Toxic just followed tonight, guys. So thanks for helping him out. He's a stud.
Awesome. Welcome, Toxic.
Been an active chatter as well. We love that here in the fam.
I got Signature Lacrosse.
Ah, look at that nice run from the Raiders. I finally got the fuel tank question right, my friend.
Good man. For those of you that don't know, yeah, John got that one wrong last year about an electric motorcycle. He's never lived it down.
One time, too, man. Gosh, I tell you.
That's all it takes.
That's right. I'm climbing that leaderboard in my game group, my friend. But I'm not in first. Toxic Lions fan has 23 predictor points. Now, you laugh now, but 23 plus 23 is 46. And this game here could stall, and he could be halfway to a perfect game.
That is true, my friend. Oh, stopped right
and
there.
And it's his first time ever playing, and it looks like he may have also gotten a partial or a perfect last round. And real quick, Toxic Lions fan from Pinnacle, North Carolina, has M, which is not yet a partial, but could be.
It could be, my friend. I just got a picture that my wife just texted me of my little dude with a trophy they won second place. There was a 21-team tournament this weekend for baseball, and their team went to the championship game and they lost in the championship. But the second place trophy is almost as tall as my son. I'm like, seriously, it's like it comes up to like the side of his face. It's a huge trophy. So congratulations, guys. I didn't get a chance to see any of the games. I followed it on the Game Changer though on my phone.
Dave, you don't seem like a second place trophy kind of guy.
Hey,
maybe changes when it's your kid.
No, there's like the Olympics, dude. You get gold, silver, and bronze in the Olympics, right?
How big is that first place trophy?
I don't know. Must be taller than the kid. Now, as I'm looking at it, I can't see the whole picture. So I'm thinking as I looked at it again, he's holding it. So it's probably about this high off the ground because he's holding it maybe like down below his knees, and it comes up here. So it's probably about like that. Probably about that big.
So the first place trophy requires the entire team to carry it.
Exactly.
Love it. What up, Brisket? Good to see you, brother.
My favorite Burke tweet is still the one where the person said, "Do you ever shut up?" or something like that, whatever. And he says, "This must be my wife's burner account." I just laughed out loud when I read that one. That was like a week ago. That was so funny.
That was funny. Now, my favorite tweeter of all time. Now, this is kind of funny. I'm getting a little online here. His name is Drill, D-R-I-L. Okay. Right? He was anonymous and still kind of is. You can, of course, the internet ruins everything, and so you can go find out who this guy is. And he ends up being a writer now because of his Twitter. He's now a writer for different shows on Comedy Central and stuff. The dude's an absolute. There's no other way to say this other than like this word. He's what's called on Twitter a shit poster.
Okay,
it's just the word. Okay, that's what it's called. There's no other way to say it. It doesn't make sense if you bleep that out or whatever. You have to know that's what it is, and that just means you post stuff clearly to be funny and get reactions out of people. Usually not about serious things at all, so it's kind of goofy.
Right.
I'm gonna read my favorite 3 and see if you think any of them are funny. But the guy went from anonymous, like 0 followers, just from tweeting, to 1.6 million followers on Twitter.
Cool.
And dude, like again, it's goofy, but some of the best tweets in my opinion. All right, so here we go. I'll read 3. Tell me if you think they're funny.
Okay.
And it's okay if you don't. I gotta make sure they're all appropriate. Hold on.
Are you going to give us like background? Like this is based on the,
No.
Okay, they're just thrown out there. They are what they are. They stand alone.
All his tweets always stand alone.
Got it.
Therapist. Your problem is that you're perfect and everyone is jealous of your good posting online. And that makes you rightfully upset. Me, I agree. That's true. All right, hold on. That didn't get a cackle. All right, here we go. Why should there be only one Good Friday? Let's try our best to make all the Fridays good. Thank you. A quote I invented, which made me cry. Dude, I love it.
I like that one.
This guy kills me, bro. There's some that just get me cry laughing. Has anybody ever seen Drill on Twitter?
No, and I just went to, when you said that, I typed in DRIL and I don't see anything. So I don't, maybe I'm looking wrong. I mean, if I went to the search part and I put in DRIL, like
that's it. That's it. DRIL, at DRIL. That's it. That's Drill. And some of his stuff is not PG. But he's just trying to be funny. All right, here's the one. I like this one, but I can't find I can't find the one that made me cry laugh, but this one's good too. Last one I'll read. A teen approached me at the food court and said, "I see you wore your clown costume today." And I spent the next 9 hours processing the insult. Like, oh my gosh, man, he kills me. All right, I'm done. I thought there was going to be more drill fans in the chat that would know who he is. Dave, you have 181 followers now?
Do I really?
That's 5 more than 2 days ago.
No, I've got 174.
Ah, you dropped 2.
Yeah, I had 176 and 2 are gone, and that must be like I told you, it was like porn girls that show up.
Yeah, those trolls, dude.
Yeah. So they must be, they get on there and then they get found out within like a week or something or whatever, or someone reports their thing and then they get like blocked or dropped off, and that's how they probably disappear. So
Yeah.
and then my burner account still has never been restored.
So yeah, and it's what's cool about the internet, and then I'll stop about this whole weird internet thing, is that you can like make things a thing. So there's like things online that say, there's this phrase, so it's impossible to say if it's bad or not. Have you heard that phrase ever?
It's impossible to say if it's bad or not.
Yeah. So someone will say something like, drunk driving is horrible and it kills way too many people every single day, but it gets me to work on time. So it's impossible to say if it's bad or not.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Right. It's like obviously a joke and not.
Right.
And, but that just because he tweeted that one time, the entire internet who's like online quite a bit knows that it came from a drill tweet. And anytime they say it's impossible to know if it's bad or not, it comes from that one tweet.
I get it. That's cool.
Crazy, man. It's just what a weird world.
Speaking of crazy, Travis Kelce, I just caught another pass. 6 receptions for 78 yards on 7 targets so far.
Dude, I hope I'm not facing him in fantasy today.
I don't really think it matters. I mean, you're up so much, right?
I mean, I'm doing well in 2 leagues. And you're right. It won't matter in either. So we're good. Look at them. Now, it's the Raiders' ball, I believe, at the start of the second half.
Yes.
So hopefully Kansas City gets on the board here, either a field goal or a touchdown, and Vegas can do something before the half. Make this game fun.
Is Tommy Likes Wingies here tonight? I haven't
He's
seen
been
him
here
yet.
all day. He's been here all day, so I imagine he'll be here for marbles.
Okay. I was gonna say he's got to show up. So I wanted to tell Tommy something. Oh, look at this. The razzle dazzle. Hill, the handoff around the other side. He's like, whoop, out of bounds.
He's so fast. You know what? They must have game planned all week. All right, guys, we're going to keep losing if we can't get Kelce and Hill the ball.
Hey, Tommy Likes Wingies is here. Hey, Tommy. So we were talking about those the NFL football pencils. Remember last time? And I think you were saying it was the 80s, and I was thinking it was like the 70s. And I went back and thought about it after the show, and I was like, I picture the machine against the wall outside the stairs went down to the gym, and then right there was like the pencil machine, and it was like 6th, 7th grade. So that was 1980, 81, around there. I think we did the football pencils, 82. So I think it was the 80s. It might have started like in the late 70s. They were there. So I know I was saying it was the 70s. You were saying I think it was the 80s. So, but I think it was the early 80s.
Now, would you say that the early 80s were some of the best of times?
Yes. Are you talking about a Styx song?
No.
Oh, but I would say yes. The early 80s were some of the best of times, as well as the late 80s. You know what? The whole damn decade rocked. I mean, seriously. I mean, you could early 80s, late 80s. Does it matter?
How good can it be, though, if Taylor Swift wasn't around?
Really
I
damn
tell you
good.
what, Dave, the 80s were such a great decade, but Taylor Swift wasn't in there, so it's impossible to say if it was good or not.
There you go. I see what you did there. Taylor Swift, I think, was on SNL last night. So I was gonna go to bed and trying to go to bed, and then all of a sudden the opening of SNL came on and like the first skit, and I was like Taylor Swift popped in, and I'm like, that's just funny. So she must have been the musical guest, I would think, on SNL last night, possibly, maybe.
Probably. She just re-released a different recording of her album Red, which many of her fans loved. So it makes sense.
There you go. Big Stevie, you had the pencils? Because I got a whole ton of them. I got a whole bag of those NFL pencils. Oh man, they're awesome.
How about congratulations to Brisket451? Friend of mine says he thinks the funny thing about the Lions ending in a tie is that he picked the game as a tie.
No way.
What score did you pick, Brisket? What was your tie score, my friend? 3rd and 1, offsides on the Raiders, by the way.
I bet he picked like 24-24 probably.
Sounds about right. 23.
Who's gonna pick 16-16?
Right?
That's crazy.
It's crazy talk, man. And look at
First down.
Kansas City. Oh,
That's a first down, my friend. Oh, they're gonna spot him
he's
short.
short.
I don't know. It looked like it was a first down to me. Let's see. Oh, both of them come in short. So no, it's gonna be 4th down.
Two-minute warning. Vegas has all 3 timeouts.
Who needs a 0-0? Who needs square? Oh no, it'd be 13. Who needs a 3 and a 7?
Oh, Brisket picked this game as a tie, not the Lions game.
Okay.
In order for this game to be a tie, that would mean that 80s Dave and I would be up very late tonight, which you know what? I'm in.
I need the field goal. No, I don't. Nothing's going to help me here unless I get a touchdown. I need a Kansas City touchdown. Go for it, Kansas City. I got a 7. I don't need a field goal. And fake white teeth, hey, don't worry, man. By the end of this football season, I'm going to bust 200. Right? I'm going to have 200 followers by the end of this football season.
Bro, I think you're going to have 5,000. Our stream is going to be massive by the Super Bowl, my friend.
Oh, I remember those little mini helmets Tommy likes wingies out of they came in a little plastic thing out of the gumball machine, the little mini helmets. I remember those. Yep. That's great. So how did Aaron Rodgers ended up doing in his first game back from his COVID thing?
He did okay. It's tough to tell. I didn't watch the whole game, so it's tough to tell. I mean, they ran the ball a ton. What's his name? Like you said, Dylan had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, let me see. Let me pull up the stats right here and look. Let me see. Aaron Rodgers, 23 of 37 for 292 yards and 0 touchdowns.
There's a lot of dinking and dunking, though.
A.J. Dillon, 21 rushes, 66 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 catches, 62 yards. Wow.
Talk about the flop of the year right here, my friend.
I want to look at these stats.
Watch
as well.
this, Dave.
Oh, that's funny.
Falls down on the ground.
You go. I need that Kansas City touchdown. Kansas City's going to go for it, my friends.
It's Kelsey time, didn't you know? All right, what weird trick play are they going to do now? Direct snap to the right guard?
Well, how about a quarterback sneak? I guess
Almost
all you got to
never
do
seen
is
him do
fall
that.
down.
He's not Tom Brady, bro.
I know, but all you got to do is just pick a side. Just look and see what's their lineup, pick a side, and just fall forward. Dive your little head in there and catch it. Oh, nope. First down. So I was also going to look up this game because there was another big summer blowout. 45-17, the Buffalo Bills over the New York Jets after coming back from a week of losing to Jacksonville. They were like, this ain't going to happen again. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes in that game, 366 yards. And I was wondering about the rushing. Only 7 rushes for Devin Singletary, a touchdown. Zach Moss, 7 carries, a touchdown. Matt Breida, 3 carries, a touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 2 rushes, a touchdown. 4 rushing touchdowns. Wow.
Amazing, yeah. We will be live for the Super Bowl. Likely in Tampa in the studio. Tomorrow's discount sushi day. Where?
Where?
I love sushi.
I know Publix has like a, don't they have like a half price sushi day at Publix during the week? Is it Wednesdays or something?
I don't know. I don't get
I don't know if I've ever had, but I hear people talk about it all the time.
If I go there, I get salad.
If I go there, I get a sub. You just do like a public sub.
I can't. So I miss pub subs. They're so good.
Nice, Padre. There's a couple of grocery stores I trust the sushi. Get some good
I don't
stuff.
know what I don't know what that was. And did you see like Travis Kelce kind of stop halfway down the line?
Yeah, that was weird.
And then that whole thing was weird.
TDG Slim says, all right, I'll be here watching the Cowboys in it, man. Not if they play like they did against Denver last week, my friend.
Well, if they play like they played today, my friend.
Didn't they beat a really bad Atlanta team today?
Atlanta has been actually doing halfway decent. I mean, Atlanta started off kind of slow, but they've played well the last few weeks.
Yeah, they have a bottom 5 defense. So look at that. How do you leave Hill that open? They couldn't see him, bro. He's so short.
See? So right now, I got that Kansas City passing attack for my most yards. We're already at 163, my friend.
Man, what a fast half already. Minute 39 left in the second quarter. I like that Vegas is going to have a shot here to get down the field, at minimum get a field goal. They got 2 timeouts left. Missed this extra point. You have to have one every game.
It's good. That's the Kansas City touchdown I needed, my friend. That gives me a partial square, my friend.
Oh, had I known that, I would have cheered for you.
Just like that.
So we have an update on what that player picked up on the field.
What was it?
It was a fork.
A fork?
A metal fork. So Mike Payton from Pride of Detroit tweets, what's weird about the whole fork thing is that it appears to be a metal fork. So it wasn't thrown on the field by a fan or something. Someone must have been eating their lunch out there and must have dropped it.
Probably. I mean, think about it.
Someone before the game just eating their Chipotle with a metal fork. They get hungry, so they drop the fork and just use their hands.
That's probably not what happened.
Well, how do you not notice the fork's gone, bro?
The what? The what?
How do you not notice that you dropped the fork?
Because maybe you were out there, had a couple chairs, or you were just taking a break, eating lunch out there, and then picked up your stuff, and the fork happened to fall off as you were getting everything ready to go throw it in the garbage, or take your lunch back or something like that, and just didn't notice it fell off the back of your lunch pail or your paper you were eating off, or whatever it happened to be.
No way, dude. It was one of those Taco Bell situations where it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and you got that nacho cheese, and you're so hungry, you're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to use my finger in that nacho cheese sauce, bro. That's what it was. Forget this fork. Big Area says, used to work in a few stadiums. People eat lunch in strange places.
As I'm telling you, it's like, you're out there working on the grounds crew, or they're setting stuff up, and you're waiting for this to be done or that to be done, or they're painting the end zone or doing something, whatever.
Fogarty, they say that it's not a fan because they don't serve metal forks at the games. And if security's working, which I know can be kind of lax at a lot of stadiums, you shouldn't be able to bring a metal fork into the stadium.
Yeah, Fogarty, the best that's going to happen is maybe a plastic spork is probably the closest you'd get.
One of the greatest tools of all time, like thick shower soap.
Good times like this call for thick.
It
So
does.
crack one open. Take a whiff of 4 distinct scents that smell downright delicious. That's right, fellas. Take a whiff of the good life. Because life doesn't get much better than thick.
Shower soap. All right, I have one more reaction to do before the end of this game.
I have one as well. Hey, like they got up there still that on the bottom of the screen. I'm just looking at the NBC things. Got that salute to service up there in the NFL. So yeah, we had a big show on Veterans Day on Thursday. So happy Veterans Day here week for all the veterans that are out there watching and playing along with us today, my friends.
especially to you, Dave, to Veggie, to Skeeter. I'm trying to think if there's anybody who I should know as well in the chat. Thank you all very much.
Yep. Well, it's thick.
Of course, and their moms and their families cater. And Tommy Likes Wingies just ordered a bunch of shower soap yesterday.
I used a little bit tonight, and I'll tell you what. I don't know if it was the angle I was holding it or if I had like some air in it to get it, but I'm like, man, I had to squeeze that bad boy to get and just. It's like if you have runny shower soap that just like dribbles out, you're like, and it comes out, dude, that thick. I'm like squeezing it, coming out. It's 3 times thicker. Good stuff.
Kind of a weird throw there from Derek Carr.
Yeah, it was.
There you go. Let's get Waller more involved this game. What's your favorite scent? My favorite scent, I like the Naval one, the Naval Academy one. The bourbon one is cool.
I don't know if I've smelled them all.
The light green one intrigues me. I don't have that one yet.
There's Old Glory. I use the Buffalo Trace one at home.
Yeah, I like that one.
Here's Old Glory. Let me.
Dude, Kansas City's going to have the ball with 3 timeouts and a minute left.
Old Glory. That one's good.
There you go. This game could be 24-7 at halftime.
Oh, my goodness. I said 27-24. Don't get that high up there on me.
I have yet to have a bad product from Duke Cannon.
I'm going to agree with that one. I'm going to agree.
And I've got their beard balm. I've got their beard oil. I've got their they make this kind of awesome lotion for men that have tough jobs, like sitting at my stream room all day. You know.
Oh, that's got to be that's tough, man.
But it's good stuff. And how about that Kyler Murray throw in this commercial?
I was just watching a commercial and just seeing that from last year, and it's still just every time you see it, it's just amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, the Bloody Knuckles is good stuff. Marbles coming up at halftime. I'm excited. We got Landon's last.
Bloody Knuckles. What is Bloody Knuckles?
That's actually, I think, what it's called.
What is it a Duke Cannon product?
Yeah, it's a Duke Cannon like hand lotion.
Really? I don't know if I've seen that one.
I stole it from the office. I didn't steal it. Frank told me I could.
Fake White Tea says he prefers the big ass bar of soap. I have one of those too, man, or tried a couple of those, and they are. That is a big ass bar of soap. You better have a full size soap tray, because if you try to put it on some little edge, it ain't standing there, man. Whoop, it's gonna fall right off.
You know what's really funny? It's funny that like we sit here and we care so much about the NFL. We know about it. We're fans. We've been watching it for our whole lives, and except for Matt Burke, everybody at React and you and I didn't play in the NFL, but we know a lot about football. Najee Harris, running back for the Steelers after the game today, being interviewed, said, "I didn't know you could tie in the NFL."
No way.
Dead serious. Dead serious. Didn't know you could tie in the NFL.
Oh, my goodness.
It's crazy, man. This guy is an unbelievable running back. Had a heck of a game against Detroit today. Tough to bring down. And he doesn't even know the rules. My goodness, this Chiefs. This is looking like the old Chiefs.
Yep. Was that Pringle? Is that the cheddar cheese or just the regular plain? Was it sour cream and onion?
Dude, huge fan of the cheddar Pringles. Two Eastern Michigan guys going against each other. Donovan McNabb said that too. I didn't even know you could tie. It's like Tom Brady. I thought it was third down. How about Tom Brady losing to Simeon and Heineke 2 weeks in a row?
There you go. See, I'm telling you, Tom Brady needs to convince Bruce Arians to cheat, and then maybe the Bucks start playing better and start winning.
Moose Man, congratulations on your Skybox win earlier, my friend.
Well, it's thick.
Yeah, the Bucks defense is not doing well. Here's the thing, the front four is doing okay. But yeah, the rest of that defense is not doing great at all. Mahomes, he's open. Oh, he had him.
Missed.
Pringle had a step. If that was Hill, that's a touchdown. Good old Donovan McNabb. I wonder if he knows about thick shower soap.
I don't know if he does. And it is thick.
Third and 10 for Kansas City.
24 seconds left. 2 timeouts on the clock. My friend.
Kimberly, here you go. Right here for you, Hill. He beat him.
There he is. What do you know? Another catch for Kelsey.
Call timeout. You have 2.
Yep, 17 seconds left. Call timeout right there. Plenty of time. Why, you need 3 points?
Timeline Sweeney says his Super Squares game is playing like the Bucks defense.
That was painful today. I mean, the offense wasn't much better. I think, Brady finally came through in the second half and I think had a couple of touchdown passes, but in the first half, I think he had 2 interceptions. Or I don't know if it was in the first half or in the entire game. I think he had 2 interceptions today. My friend. Let me see. Thomas Brady, 23 of 34, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, 1 pick and the other guy dropped it.
And Taylor Heineke, the real quarterback in that game, 26 of 32, 256, 1 touchdown, no picks, 110 quarterback rating. Woo!
Right, Kaprasov? For sure. We got all these Duke Cannon people in the chat. Love it. First and 10. Watch Tyreek Hill. Top of your screen. Now he's alone on the right.
Uh-oh.
He's isolated. Mahomes is looking at him the whole time. With 18 seconds left, I mean, take a shot downfield, bro.
Yep, they got no time now. They're just going to call a timeout, kick a field goal.
20-7 going into halftime if he makes this.
Who needs the field goal? Who doesn't need the field goal?
I needed the field goal for the Raiders.
If they get the field goal, I don't have a partial anymore. So I've got 17 for Kansas City, my friend. You see, my game group, Kodiak from Forest Lake, Minnesota, is leading with 52 points, followed by the Sunset and the Packer 7. The Duke of Windsor is in my game group. Here we go. Here's the kick. 46-yarder.
Good snap, good hold. Nope.
Whoa! It keeps my square alive, my friend.
Wide left, my friend, and that makes E the perfect square.
I got I. E-I. Oh.
Duke of Windsor had E.
See?
In the Skybox. Doing pretty well. I'm going to do my last reaction here before Landon's last. And marbles. Miller Lite.
6G. Network.
Boom.
So I just got a text from a buddy of mine. He goes, dude, in this game group, there's some dude with 26 predictor points already. Everyone else only has 12. It's got to be impossible. No, it's not. And here's what's great about watching those live predictors. Like Jonathan showing Anna Banana has like 24 predictor points.
Yep.
Right now have the exact score of the game. That's 16 points right there. I mean, if you have the exact score of the game right now, it's most likely going to change. So you'll watch those predictors a lot of times, especially the yardage and the passing yards. You'll see someone get up there really high, and it's only the third quarter, and then it'll pass them up, and they'll start going down. So those predictor points are kind of cool to watch, but you'll see someone that's in first place now all of a sudden drop like a stone, a quarter later as the game goes on.
Veggie on me doing well. All right, my friend, it's time for Landon's Laughs.
All right, Tim, roll the intro. Oh, Tim, he said it's stuck in the edit bay. Something happened. To it. They're working on it. What is it? Oh no, we're gonna do Landon's laugh first. Okay, so here is Landon's laugh for this evening. And those of you that are new, that's my son. He's a little kid. So these are what we call them, dad jokes, kind of.
Yeah, dad jokes.
Yeah, dad jokes. So, what do you call a can opener that doesn't work? What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? All right. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? And some of the fans saying trash, scrap metal, broken, or the correct answer, as Mr. Pulverizer, Fake White Teeth have, Absolvo has, Billy 3G, a can't opener.
I like that one.
A can't opener.
I've never heard that one.
I didn't hear it either. I was like, that's pretty cool. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I like these ones where I've never heard of them before. All right, my friend, is it time for marbles?
I think it is.
All right, we're logged in successfully again. Community maps here.
Now, if you do want to play marbles, you have to be on Twitch with us. Again, if you're on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, great. Hey, you can hang out, whatever. We love that you're here. Just the marbles feature is only available through the Twitch stream, my friend.
That's right. And right now you can type !play and you'll be in the game.
All right, I'm in.
Go ahead.
Tommy Likes Wingies is in. Super Squares is Tundra Walker, Alex, Cater Gator, Matthew, Scolger, Hoot Scoot, Kimberly, Ryan G, Billy, Letters from Luigi. Megan's in there, Mr. Pulverizer, Briscoe. Look at everyone loading in for marbles. Even Big Frank Maggio's in there. Big Money Frank. Hey, Jonathan, don't look at your TV set. I told you not to look. I said don't look.
Sorry, as soon as you said it, I looked.
I know. That's why I said I mean it. Don't look.
43 people in this marbles game at the moment. Can we get to 45? And we got 43 people in the marbles game. Can we get to 44? Everybody see a 44? Can I get to 44? That's what I'm trying to play. Can we get to 45? Did I see a 45? All right, we're going to go with 43. Ready?
Here we go.
First game.
Megan, bottom five.
By the way, 55% of the people fall off this one.
Oh, Megan.
The question is not will Megan fall off, it's when. This is kind of a weird one. Look at this. Oh, look at Skeeter. Flying. Kaprasov exists flying as well. Riddle Nerd still stuck up there. Oh, man, you got to hit like the right code to get out of here.
Uh-oh. I just see so much going on there. I can't even tell what it is.
Yeah, people are just kind of going up and down. You got to kind of escape like Kaprasov exists, and I just did. Here comes some people. Don't look now, but Megan's not in the top 10.
I'm not surprised.
Frank is. I'm in first. And Frank.
Big Money Frank's in second.
Yeah, Frank in first now. Built 100, who had a great marbles win earlier. He's the only one going this way. Jenny Girl is off the map.
Oh, Jenny girl. Jenny, who can I turn to? So, did Built 100 fall down and get on the top of the second thing?
I don't know, but Frank is killing it. Look at Frank all by himself.
Uh-oh, Frank's on the big wheel.
Hey, look at him go. It's Big Money Frank's night.
Dude, that has got to be some kind of record. I mean, Frank's just crushing it.
The record's 139, so that's already. We had someone break the record today, actually, on a course. Money Man, rest in peace. Frank Maggio. Is he? Oh no!
Oh, he missed the end. Big Frank all the way to the end, and he falls off.
He missed. Dude, look at Pat Wyoming, first place. PJ in second. Bison Thumper, J Price out. Matt the USA soaring. Metal Mama. Riddle Nerd fourth.
I see Megan down there at the bottom.
80s Dave got seventh.
How about that, huh?
There's Megan. She fell off.
Yeah, go figure.
No surprise there. Man, look at Fake White Teeth and Father Josh all the way back there still.
Oh, my goodness.
There goes Pulverizer. There goes Skeeter.
See you later, Skate.
I have to dispute these results. Frank, you had that, man.
Frank, you were like running away with it. It was almost like too obvious you had to take a dive. People would have thought it was fixed if you really won.
Okay, I'm ready. Stop it.
Kimberly! Oh, nice.
Fake White Teeth is just stuck back there in the turnstile.
Yeah, just kind of chilling. Toxic just fell off. We got Minnesota Scorpion. Father Josh! Did he stick the landing? So close. Minnesota Scorpion and Fake White Teeth. Battle for last place. Can Fake White Teeth finish? And he does. Well done. Jenny Girl, Onion, Frank, Caprasoft, Tommy Light Swingies. Sorry for the rest of you who did not finish. Congratulations to Pack Wyoming, PJ Hoot Scoop, Riddler, Metal Mama, rounding out the top 5. Let's do a random track. Here we go. All right, this one's minute 34, exclamation point, play.
Oh, let me get there. Exclamation point. Lube. Exclamation point. Oil. I'm trying to get as slick as possible here.
Smart, my friend.
There you go. Graphite on there, on the wheels.
On the wheels.
Yeah.
Maybe some chains, bro. You don't know what kind of course this is going to be.
Might be some snow.
We got 40. We got to get to at least 44. Exclamation point play. Here's one Miami football in the house. If Dave loses, he has to bring his yo-yos to stream next week.
If I lose.
There's Big Money Frank at 42. We got 3 more. DQ Blizzard. All right, we're starting. Here we go. And they're off. Oh, my goodness. Look at this thing.
Man, oh, man. That's like one heck of a pachinko machine there, bro.
Yeah, seriously. And Cater Gator flew down, as did Father Josh. Skeeter, Toxic. Where's Megan?
Ryan Jean out to the lead right there, and then got caught in that turnstile.
Megan is like the Lions of marbles.
Metal Mama up there in the top 5. Followed by Fake White Teeth.
Look at that last place right there. Letters from Luigi, Megan, and D-Rock. Metal Mama killing it.
Man, look at her go.
Oh, she got stuck there a little bit. Alex is up there. Brisket. Who's
Is this
Scootin'
one-
Boogie?
Will anybody fall off this one, or does everybody finish?
I did a random track, so I'm not sure.
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't give the percentages. It looks like people are going to finish.
Like everybody's like hugged along that outside wall right there.
For some reason, they're going kind of slow. This must be some tar. I told you, you got to put those chains on there.
See? Oh, look at Jenny girl coming up to Metal Mama.
Metal Mama's cruising.
Oh, and the Jenny girl got stuck, bounced off that wall right there. And here I come to get Metal. Come on.
Metal Mama currently beating Doug 48 Racing's score.
I'm going to
The
catch you, Metal
record
Mama.
on the course is 134. I don't know how, but that's not happening here. Metal Mama's just kind of cruising along.
Oh, man, I was right there. I almost got up to her, and then I got stuck. Come on.
Man, it's a tight, look at this. It's a tight window. A lot of people just kind of on top of each other. Metal Mama gets bounced into the funnel, and she keeps going. Real 80s Dave. You're right there, dude.
Metal Mama's got a lead on me, though. I need her to get caught up in one of these little whoop-de-doos.
Yeah, right here. These whoop-de-doos for sure. Look at you. You snuck right through, Dave.
Oh!
Oh! Bro, you're neck and neck. You somehow got ahead of you there at the end.
What happened there?
I think you took an extra bounce.
Oh, man.
And there she goes. Unless she did fall a little bit.
And Doug's passing me now.
Oh, she snuck in. That's Doug's old one. That's Doug's
Oh,
old
okay,
one.
that's the
So
old-
Metal Mama takes first.
Metal
Dave,
Mama.
you have second.
Dang it, I was close.
Big Aries falls off.
Congratulations, Metal Mama. I think Metal Mama, like, I don't know, like stuck out a foot or something like that and tripped me or something over there.
Feels that way. Biggie Steve in third. Benny Girl fourth. Congratulations. Pack a Punch and Alex close. Looks like Pack a Punch and then Alex. Pack Wyoming sixth. Metal Dad fifth, by the way. Both medals in the top 10.
Where's Megan?
Dude, I have bad news. You're going to have to go all the way kind of up here.
Can the screen go that far back?
Dude, I don't even know if it lets me go
There
back.
it is. There she is, third from the end. Her,
Tundra
Tundra
Walker,
Walker,
Billy, and
and
Meg.
Billy.
Who will be last?
Oh.
Beth, Axes, and Megan being last in marbles. The only things guaranteed in this world. Although Matthew and Tundra are keeping it close. Tundra Walker gets eliminated. So now it's between Meg and Billy. Matthew's eliminated. Can Meg finish before she gets timed out by the storm? Oh, it's going to be close. And no, she cannot. Oh, boy. That was awesome.
That's great. And just in time for the second half kickoff, Kansas City has just kicked the ball into the end zone for the Raiders to start off on their own 25-yard line.
Dude, there really is something fun about marbles. Just kind of like, I mean, that half just flew by. That's like that halftime. But of course, because we keep you entertained and are busy during halftime, I got to grab my Frosty Bev, my friend. I'll be right back.
All right, that sounds good. No worries.
Derek Carr.
Look at him! Look at him go! Look at him go! I think I'm good. I'd like more, but I think one is. I think I'm good. I'll tell you what. If Big Money Frank, if he comes out tonight, when he comes out, if he has a Frosty Bev, I'll have one with him. That'll be the deal. What are you having over there? It's got to be something gluten free.
Zesty jalapeno chips.
Ah, jalapenos. Zesty jalapenos.
Something familiar about the name Zesty. Huh.
Zesty Ranch? Ooh. First down. Don't forget, if you're playing along, as you look at our screen right there where it says react under the board, it's just kind of the regular colors. If yours still glows red and has a number and a little circle above it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, that's how many bonus questions you have left that you can answer. So do not forget to do those before the end of the game, my friends.
Did you miss me?
Oh, dude, immensely.
Sorry, I'll try not to do that again.
That's all right, man. You do what you got to do.
Look at these Raiders trying to make this a game. It's cute.
I look at the leaderboard in my group, and Sunset 991 from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Nice, Beaver. 56 points in first place in my game group, followed by the Duke of Windsor, Kodiak, in our Super Squares Skybox, and a banana with 60.91 points in first place, already with 23 predictors. So I cannot imagine that is going to last at this point of the game. You know, she could if things all of a sudden take a big slowdown. But
nice throw, man! Almost in triple coverage. Yeah, but you're right. It's getting crazy out here in the Skybox, huh?
See? Hey, I like the yardage I picked. I mean, we're at 360 right now. I went 789. So both of us are kind of good if it's a tale of two halves that's similar. So let's see.
Yeah, for sure. So I got to tell you, I found out during this game while we're hanging out.
Okay.
Dan Campbell officially did take over play calling from Anthony Lynn. Do you think that's a big deal? Normally, you don't have that kind of thing happening if the team's good. Obviously, we're not good, but it's a new coaching staff, and Dan Campbell preached all offseason. Nice touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
To Edwards. That's a nice throw and a nice drive to start that second half. But, Dan Campbell, preached about surrounding himself with great, talented coaches that are smart. Do you think it's a big deal that he took the overplay calling over the offensive coordinator, or do you think it's like you're 0-8, let's try something?
I think you just try something. And I've seen teams before where the head coach goes, "Hey, I'm going to take over, play calling," and then a game later he gives it back. So it'll be interesting to see if he stays with that. But no, I don't think there's anything wrong when you're 0-9 and shaking things up and seeing what might work. You really have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I just hope that Anthony Lynn doesn't see it as like whatever the opposite of a vote of confidence is, because I like Anthony Lynn, and I don't think our play calling has been the problem. To be honest, I think our talent has been a problem. Can Dan Campbell take over the talent department?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just know with the Bears, it's been kind of a dumpster fire over the last 2 years with play calling, and nobody in their right mind thinks that Matt Nagy's sticking around in Chicago. So I just hope it doesn't turn into one of those situations already. But your answer gives me hope, my friend.
See, there you go, my friend. And
no, you have to remember, we lost the bye week.
This is true.
That's why Dave said 0-9.
That's right.
You saw the meme.
And Billy 3G says, "You can ask Frank about the beer for life."
Yeah, dude. Matt Burke was talking about it on the radio.
Was he? I know someone said something about that, and then I think like a week or so ago, I think Terry was asking us, "Did we talk about that, or was it mentioned?" I'm like, maybe last year, or so, I don't remember even talking about it, or even maybe it was a year ago. So that doesn't mean it wasn't, because we do so many of these shows, it's hard to remember what we do say and don't say. But yeah, I don't know if there maybe that's something that's in the talks. I don't know, but when Big Money comes out here, we'll ask him about that and anything else that needs an answer that we can't give.
One thing we do know for sure, though, Dave, is that tomorrow is a bigger game.
It is. And that tomorrow we will not announce the formal winner. We'll narrow it down. But on Monday night, just the game. Tuesday night, the reveal of the winner with all those bonus points you may have received. If you got a booster point, you can get 3 of them. If you got a booster point, it could loom large. I mean, huge. Look at your leaderboard in your group today and see how much 1 point separates sometimes, or 2 points separates a few different players. So those booster points looming large for whoever's going to have their mortgage paid for a year or their rent.
That would be nice, my friend.
Doobity 84. No, I'm not really a lightweight. I just I was looking at the clock and what time it is.
What did you decide? Not to have another Frosty Bev?
No, I was saying that, Megan said you want to get one when you were going to have one, and I said, let me see if Megan or if Big Frank comes out, and if he has one, I'll have one with him.
But you opened the can.
No, I already finished that one, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's
that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's gone. So Megan said you want another one.
Got you.
And I said, nah. Well, I said if Big Money Frank comes out, I mean, I'll have one with him if he has one. So.
This is one of my favorite things about Super Squares, bro. So Mooseman says, had 3 boxes of pedos delivered the other day. My son insisted on bringing one to daycare for his friends. He loves the pedos. I love that this really is. We talk about how it's a family show all the time, and we have fun, and we can, we push the envelope a little bit, but it is a good family show, and it's fun. But today, a bunch of people were saying in the chat that their kids were checking back in on the stream to see how I was reacting to the Lions game.
Oh, really?
It's so nuts. They're those Vikings fans just like going in and being like, "Did they win? Is it okay?" And it's just fun, man. It's really for the whole family.
It is.
And Sharon's here. Sharon's been here from YouTube, dude. We've had YouTube viewers all day. We've got 3 right now.
Sharon is saying Frosty Bev.
Yeah, I think it's time, Dave.
Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those days, man. The day's kind of hype. It's been a fun stream. We got 56 people hanging.
Hark, do I hear Big Frank?
Yeah. What's a brewski?
Yeah, sure. I have one empty here. Sure. Or whatever.
I'm gonna go dive through the copier.
Do dealer's choice. Dive through the copy or whatever you come out with.
Get some of my friends.
All right.
Get the light. Come back.
Can you ask Frank if he can get me a little bit of Brother Justice, my friend?
Yes.
I will ask him.
I'll have a hypothetical Brother Justice with you guys. Almost a pick.
Yeah, it was. Right at him.
Dude, I tell you what, man, Charles Woodson doesn't drop that ball.
See? So Big Money Frank's going to be out here, and those of you that are new, welcome to the show. Big Money Frank, who's coming out here in a few minutes, he's kind of the mastermind behind all of like this whole concept of, hey, let me get something out of watching ads instead of going, hey, here comes the ad. Now I'm going to go take a pee, or I'm going to go get another beer, or I'm going to let the dog outside, or I'm going to go check on the kids. Or, time for a commercial. Let me grab my phone and check social media. Instead, watching the commercial because you're going to get rewarded for it. Very cool concept, and that's what all of our Super Squares is based upon. You watch an ad, you answer a question that proves you paid attention to it, and we give you rewards.
It pays to pay attention.
You know what? All you pay is attention. We pay millions. Just think about that. Can you imagine that? It's like, if you get a perfect score tonight, you could win $1 million. And if you happen to join Super Squares and you said, hey, so-and-so's my buddy, that person could win $1 million as well just because you did. Someone can win $1 million this year. I mean, it's just, I love it. I think it's awesome. I
cheer for it every week. Dude, someone had 95 points today.
I know. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, Anna Banana and Sunset and Sky and Duke of Windsor. A lot of people with some high predictors. And then there's me with 4.9.
Yeah, whatever. that's what yours are tonight, 4.9?
Right now, yeah. What about you?
I'm at 13.2.
How?
I've got 45% on the score, 36% on the passing yards, and 0 so far on total yards because I'm at 789. So, ladies and gentlemen, Big Money Frank, couple of Frosty Cold Light beers, and these nuts.
Big money, big money.
What up, Frank? Look at you and Dave matching. It's adorable.
What's that? Oh,
it's adorable.
Red and black. Frank, you know you can't just have one of these nuts.
No.
These are good.
You got to have at least 2.
I mean, can you see like how big they are? And they're those jumbo peanuts. Man,
a lot of game left. Thank you, Pat Wyoming. There's a lot of ball game left. And the Raiders are only down 3. The Raiders.
Long day, man. Long day. How you been?
Bro, this has been my favorite stream of the year. I've decided that I don't care how bad the Lions are this year. I'm going hard for them every week.
As long as they're entertaining, all right? I mean, they were entertaining.
Today was fun.
It was fun.
I wanted to see the Steelers have a chance to kick that field goal. And when that dude fumbled with like 3 seconds left, I'm like, this can't be real.
I know.
Oh, Tyreek Hill picks it up and he keeps going. And that's almost a late hit.
He got a lick.
He's mad.
So big money.
They threw the flag.
Someone was asking about.
Well, first of all, has Bill approved my work? Is Bill okay with the lobby and the winners list? Because
is it all fixed? Can I check?
I guess Bill. Ask Bill.
Bill pointed it out.
Bill pointed it out.
All right, Bill, does it look good now? You can go check.
All right, I'm checking it out. I'm looking at the top 50. It looks like that's the 4 p.m. Eastern games. That's right.
Yes, my friend.
And there we go. You know what? I'm seeing a little bit of an
Is
issue.
the 1 o'clock's right? Is Bill happy?
Well, I personally have an issue.
No, my name's not on it.
I was going to say the same thing. I don't see my name in the buddy section at all. So I'm going to look at the 1 o'clock games and see. Yeah, there's Pride of Detroit. He's there every week. Punk. And I'm not in that one either. And there's Metal Mama again. Metal Mama's having a year.
She is. I think Skeet's in there. PA's in there about a dozen times for the day.
First down. That's a
No,
frosty
I
bet.
can't complain. I've had a win. I've had some friends win. So where are you at right now, Frank? Tomorrow's the bigger game. Are you nervous, excited? Lots to do before then?
We got a lot to do, man. Got a lot to do. And after the game's over, we got even more to do.
So you're saying there's a long way to go and a short time to get there?
Miles to go before I sleep.
Oh man.
Smoking the Bandit.
I'm with I'm always here, man. I'm ready tomorrow, and I'm excited. We can interview the winner. I guess we can't until Tuesday, but Tuesday we can have some fun with that.
It really, really kind of gets me wondering. I mean, tomorrow on Twitch, granted there is also Facebook and YouTube, but I don't think anything on Twitch tomorrow, anything on YouTube Live, anything on Facebook Live, anything. Somebody could be just minding their own business at about 8 o'clock. Come across Beard and you talking about this game. Go to the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Watch you guys learn how to play. 3 hours later, could get their rent or mortgage paid for a year.
It's crazy.
This doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, and it's stunning to think we can go and do this, and there'll be a couple thousand people playing, and that's it. It's just nuts.
So this is week 10 of the NFL season. This week, in week 10, we're going to be giving away around $70,000 in prizes.
Including if everybody has a buddy and everything is one yes.
Just awesome.
That's cool. Frank, what's your guess, man? What's your guess for tomorrow night? How many people are going to play?
I don't know. I don't think we'll hit the world record number, but I think we will later this year.
My tweet today garnished a lot of attention. A couple people popped in to the stream and mentioned it and asked how to win. What did I say?
Play.
Look at Mahomes. Whoop. Oh. You got to catch it before you run with it, right?
All I said was come watch the Lions get their first win of the season. Also learn how you can win your mortgage free for a year tomorrow night. And here's the cool thing is that people who've been following me for years came in. And for years on Twitter, they interact with all my tweets. They're in my other stream. They're like, all right, you got me. Mortgage for a year. How do I play?
We learned two things this last week. Number one, we were running some advertisements on Facebook about come play Super Squares, and we got a snide remark on one of our commercials, one of the ads, one of the banner ads, and it was basically like the house always wins. All these companies, all they want you to do is gamble, and I got flagged social media. I mean, our PR firm called me, says, "What do you want to do about this?" Because we're not a gambling app. So I say, "No, I want to talk to the guy." So Luigi got the guy on the phone.
Wow.
And he's an analyst with some Experian-owned company that does data research, and he just despises the way gambling companies sucker you in. And then bet $1,000. But of course, you have to bet a bunch to ever earn that back. And long story short, I says, we're not a gambling app. So he retracted the statement. And I said, but do me a favor, go go, what can we do that's different? He says, the problem is you look like a gambling app. You use, sports motifs and people winning. I said, yeah, but that's what happens. And it was very interesting. He said, it's sort of like driving while black. He said, you ever heard of this concept of driving while black? He says, people get pulled over just because they're black. He says, your ads are getting flagged because you look like a gambling app, even though you're not. So that's our biggest frustration. One, that people think that we're a gambling app. And the second is it's too good to be true. They're like, what's the cat? And it's like, we just got to let just good people win. Tell your friends. That's why the buddy system is so important. Because, if you are a pitch man, you're not getting a commission. You're just literally saying, I need you to play because this is fun. So the way we're going to grow is by just convincing people where attention is the currency that backs our company.
Yep. And it's funny because one of the people I was walking it through, I don't know if you were in the stream, it was really early on, and I just logged into one of the afternoon games tonight and showed him step by step. Here's what you do. And at the end, he goes, "Thank you. That was great. I'm a teacher. You just got an A+ for teaching how to play." He goes, "Next question. How do I get my money out?" And so he understood that it was free, but even then was kind of like, it's a gambling app, right? Like the money goes in your account and then you have to take it out. And a lot of those gambling apps, nowadays it's easier, but just a couple of years ago on poker rooms and stuff, bro, it'd take a month or two to get your money out.
Let me tell you what.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Great. Let me tell you what happened to us last year during the Super Bowl period. We were running ads. We were Google AdWords and App Store. And we put in our video, and you might have seen this, not gambling, right? In our banners, not gambling, because we wanted to address it. All of a sudden, all of our ads got pulled.
Because of the word gambling. Because
we had the word gambling in the app.
Yeah.
Even though it said not gambling, and we had to literally take that out in order to get our ads run. And you would appeal it to Google, and there's no human being. You'll appeal it, and then you get this appeal. I'm sorry, you rejected. It's the same exact thing. And there's nobody there who could help us. So finally, we say we just have to remove not gambling.
Huh.
So that's what it is. Same with TikTok. Even TikTok thought we were gambling.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's the Chinese government, right?
I mean, come on. That's how I take your mind.
What he said.
Toxic, man. Just whoever you know that loves either winning or football, tell them about it for sure. Get the Lions game Twitch stream up and you'll get millions of people. Jay Price, I did learn a valuable lesson today. I tried to kind of be like a red zone channel all year, and people want to see cheering and stuff. And
44% of our new subscribers or users from Valpak, female.
Really?
I believe it.
44%.
I believe it. Bonsai Bros likes winning. And how about this from Father Josh? It seems too good to be true. That's why I love my letters from Luigi.
Yeah, really.
Letters from Luigi.
I've had people say that to me. They're like, "What's the catch?" I'm like, "Dude, there's no catch." I've had other people when I put something online go like, "Hey, why are you trying to scam people out of money?" I'm like, "They don't take any money. There's
no place to pay.
Yeah, there's no credit. Enter your credit. Nothing. There's nothing there.
You can't pay if you want to.
And the other thing is, like, we sell your information. So no, we don't. I said it. I must have said it 6 times while I explained it today. We don't sell your info at all. The only time I've ever gotten ads or emails from companies that are associated with Super Squares are when I win and have to order something from their site, which is everywhere you go in the world.
Yeah. Well, you become a member of their site to claim a prize, and then, you're a customer of theirs.
Yep.
But I'm excited. Starting next week. Next week? What heck? Thursday.
Thursday night, we have football. Well, Monday night first.
Week 11 of Bigger Game 5 starts on Thursday. Booster points reset.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What do you mean? Are you serious?
Wait, next week you can already start earning booster points for the next one?
Absolutely, man. Bigger Game 5.
Dude, here we go.
You're gonna like the grand prize for this one. It's gonna be. We're giving away a lot of money for the next 8 weeks. because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It is. So you can be.
By the way, you got a good voice. I was listening to. I mean, just listening in the car when kids were playing the video, the commercial. It's like you could have been a crooner in your day. Remember, we used to sing. We used to sing Love Boat.
Yeah, Love Boat back there. Yeah, I sing in this hour sometimes too.
You think Dave has a good voice? Just
I do.
wait till you hear him. Wait till you hear him do his rap, man. It's the best voice of all time.
Word.
The name's Humpty.
He brings it out from the goal line.
By the way, Josh Jacobs playing.
Yeah, but that guy looks like he just got hurt.
Yeah, big stinger for sure, minimum. Oh, yeah, they're pointing to the head. Skeeter says, are we going electric again, Frank?
Well, Skeeter, man, Skeeter's always on top of it.
Well, or he's just right below the top.
It is going to be another electric Christmas. It is going to be. What did John Travolta say? It's electrifying.
It's electric.
It's electrified.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. Is that John? That's him?
No, it's
Oh.
Grease. Grease Lightning.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah,
It's a hydromatic.
I'm looking. We'll announce the Tuesday night after the bigger game 4. We'll announce bigger game 5 and what the grand prizes are. And
All right.
y'all know about the Valpak VIP prize. It's kind of already been hinted. Make sure you go in the app and just enter your Valpak VIP code, or have the app create one for you. You're going to need that on Monday night, starting on the 22nd.
I like it.
No
I
Valpak,
like it a lot.
no code, no prize.
You
want that?
Now, Frank, another question. Someone was asking,
Yes.
I guess that, Burke had said something up in Minnesota, or we were talking, or something about like beer for a year or beer for life, or something about beer, some kind of thing. Can you give any insight to that?
I can. We won't be announcing that on Tuesday, unless it's confirmed. But I believe it will be confirmed. Our good friends at Miller Lite will be hosting a VIP Skybox. We don't know what week. It might start next week. It might start the week after. But it will be hashtag beer for a year.
Oh, yes.
Right? 10 people a week will be winning beer for a year, courtesy of Miller Lite.
Man.
Yep.
Now, since that's a separate thing, I can win that, right?
Like the Skybox.
Dang it!
Tell you what. And there's no buddies in the Skybox. You're right. No, you can't win that. But maybe we can talk to Miller. They're in with Santa Claus. Maybe he can.
Dude, I got a Christmas present from Miller Lite and the Detroit Lions last year. Remember that?
You did. And they haven't won since.
Wow. Dude, that was quick.
True.
Frank, listen, they
It's
took a
true.
step up that ladder today. You know that,
They
right?
did.
They went from winless
To winless.
Yeah, no, they went from what was it? They went from a losing streak to a winless streak. So
Yes.
they've taken a step up. I mean, there's a big difference there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we play the Case Keenum led Browns next week.
Yep.
Just got blown out by the Patriots.
That's because Odell Beckham left the team. That's why they got blown out.
Nice throw, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Go! What are you doing?
what are you doing?
What was he doing?
Oh my goodness.
I think, dude, is he like concussed?
He was lateral into nobody.
Just fall down, dude.
Oh my
Is that Deshaun
goodness.
Jackson?
Welcome to the team.
Deshaun Jackson just literally for no reason running the wrong way.
Oh, he got
Okay, he punched the ball out. I thought he was like trying to throw it, like to lateral it to somebody. That ball got punched out by the defender. It was good defense right there, my friend.
Either way, Baker Mayfield's banged up, CJ. But that was crazy, man.
Yeah, I heard he's hurt. Several injuries this weekend.
So at least he got hit out. It wasn't hot potato.
Remember, I told you when the Bucks played the Patriots, I told you that team was somebody to be concerned about. I think the Patriots are real.
I mean,
I know
your
you're thinking-
defense is clearly pretty real.
Yeah.
And Mac Jones is getting the ball out of his hands quickly. And
I think he had his best game of the season, didn't he? Did he throw 3 touchdowns or passes
I didn't
or something?
follow
Or-
his stats,
he
but
played out of his mind.
you can just kind of feel it. You can kind of feel it.
Let me pull it up. I'll let you know, Frank.
Why don't you tell me, Dave?
me find it right here. I know it's the one with the 40 something in the score. There it is, 45-17. So the Big Mac. That's the Bills. That's the Bills. That's another 45. Where's the other one? Dallas 43, Jacksonville. Here it is, New England 45 right there. Went to the wrong 45.
7.
So Mac, 19 of 23. That's it. $198, but 3 touchdowns. Wow. Yeah, his most touchdowns, I think, in his career. 142 passer rating.
Hoyer had a better passing rating.
Yeah. Hoyer was 3 for 385 yards and touchdown, no interceptions.
So I guess he's going to have to protect his job now.
Hey, so here, I don't know the answer to this question, so I'm not trying to set you up, John, or rub anything in. I think you, because it's Nick Chubb, I think he's on your fantasy team. What happened to Nick Chubb?
He had COVID.
Yes. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's COVID, so he's out today.
Oh, I didn't. I guess watch that or keep up on that. So.
Yeah. So now I've got. I think, don't I have Eckler in that league?
I think so.
I've got Eckler, Chubb, and Montgomery next week. I got to pick which one I'm starting.
You got to go Eckler.
There's 2.
I got great running backs. Next week I don't know who to start because I'll have Saquon Barkley back. Dylan's going to be the starter for Green Bay now going forward. He had a great game. Melvin Gordon's been doing well, but I'm just probably sit him on the bench because I got Robinson and Mitchell. Who knows? I'm just getting smoked though. That's all right. You dim some, you lose some.
Dim sum.
Yeah. Speaking of dim sum, so last night we go to P.F. Chang's.
Hi.
Yeah, because the girls, that's Japanese, but you're close. So the girls love P.F. Chang's. So we all get the Kung Pao chicken. Kung Pao. Hi, Kung Pao. So one daughter says, I want the Kung Pao chicken, but I don't want any peanuts in it, and I don't want any celery in it. Just basically like the chicken. So the other daughter goes, I want the Kung Pao. I don't want any peanuts in it, but I do want the celery. So then they come to me for the Kung Pao, and I'm like, I want Kung Pao. Just give me the celery that you're not going to put in her, throw it in mine, and give me the peanuts that she doesn't want, whatever, and put the peanuts in mine.
I got a feeling you're going to get paid more for that.
No.
Oh no? Okay.
No. So it took a long time. I don't know why, but it took a long time, but it was fine. I was with my daughters, just the 3 of us, and had a nice little date night. Yeah, a little daddy-daughter date night. We went to church. We were like in the whole bulletin because it was. Is Terry still here?
No.
Oh, say, Father.
He left crying.
Father Chuck. I walk in because I was the lector at 4:00 mass yesterday, and both the girls were altar service, and Father Chuck was there. You ever met Father Chuck? Yeah. So Father Chuck was there. I'm like, Father Chuck, and the girls knew him from St. Cecilia and all that stuff, and so Father Chuck gave the homily, and because he's for the diocese, the head of vocations and all that stuff. So they asked us last week. They said, "Hey, we'd like to feature you in the bulletin because I've got 3 kids that are altar servers, and I'm a lector. So there's a whole page on us in there. It was really kind of neat. Yeah, I should have brought it in so you could see it. Do
you wear your Super Square shirt?
No, I had it was a picture from Madeline's confirmation, so we were all dressed up and everything. So I forget where I was going with this. Oh, P.F. Chang's. Yeah. So I took the girls to P.F. Chang's after that. We went to church together because Landon had baseball and stuff. So we went to P.F. Chang's. And the lady brings out the food and this one was good, this one was good, and I get mine, and she goes, "Oh, I just brought I just told them to put the peanuts on the side." So there's these little, like a little dish, 2 dishes full of peanuts. Well, they're not cooked in with the food and all this stuff. They're just dry peanuts.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you do that? What good is that? I didn't understand why she did that. And then at the end of the night, she comes and she's cleaning off the table and she goes, "Do you guys want to take the peanuts?" I'm like, "No, it's okay. We're not going to take.
You want these nuts?"
Yeah. Did you want these nuts? I said, "No, we'll just leave them here." But she said, "I just ordered them on the side." No, I just told you to put them all in there. Just mix it all together. Look at Hill.
Wow.
Hill's having a night, my friend. Kimberly says, "I missed what Big Money Frank said about needing that Valpak code. Can you explain that again, please?"
Yep. So if you have a Valpak envelope, there'll be a code above your name, the envelope that has Super Scores on the cover. You'll want to put that code in the app. You want to show them how to do that? It's better just to show them. Jonathan, maybe you can just show them.
Yep, I'll do that right now. Also, thank you, Moose Man, for the 3 gifted subs, my friend.
Thank you, Moose Man.
So you go to menu, Kimberly, and I think Kimberly, I think you know this. I'm going to show other people because I know that you were here last time. I think you might have thought Frank might have been talking about something new. But you go to Valpak VIPs, and if you have your Valpak already, you can go to submit/create code, You click that. Now it's showing me what my code is, but if you don't have your code entered, it'll have a spot for you to enter the code that's on your envelope, or it'll say create your own code. And you can go ahead and automatically do that. And then boom, you're in the Valpak VIP enrollment.
So if you have a Valpak envelope, you'll go to the Valpak VIP and you'll put your number there. If you do not have an envelope, lost it, don't get one, it just says create a code. You need to have that to qualify for the Monday night halftime prize worth $20,000 every Monday starting on the 22nd.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Which is next week. That's next Monday.
I know. I know.
Love it.
So tomorrow, Monday, we'll be giving away a $20,000 home free for a year. And then that's going to continue every Monday past Christmas.
That's dope.
Every Monday. So if you're on social media, if you're watching anything after 8 o'clock on Monday night, I don't care if you're watching Peyton and Eli, Jabberjaw on ESPN, halftime, you need to be playing Super Squares.
That's right.
I'm thinking that right now, I'm wishing that Patrick Mahomes would slow down a little bit because I think I had him right around 300 yards, 294 yards. He's already at 299. So I'm at 25 on my predictors, which is a little bit too high for this point of the game. A little bit. Because he's already over 300 yards, my friends.
Thanks, chat, for answering Fogarty's question. Good to go. So are we all going to be here for the Lions game? Lions Bears Thanksgiving?
I believe so. Is that correct
Cool.
there, Big Money? Yeah, right?
No, just John.
The 1 o'clock game?
It's not a 1 o'clock game.
Or it's an early game. It's an early game, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so it's like 10. It's noon your time.
Noon, our time. I thought we were doing one game on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're not doing any?
We did last
We're doing one, yes.
Oh.
We're doing the Lions Bears game.
Yeah, so we're just
But
saying.
we're not. Jonathan is.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wasn't thinking about bringing everybody in for one game on Sunday.
I would've done it.
I wasn't.
You mean Thursday?
What about just me and Dave?
If Dave wants to do it from his house, he can. Live from the Dave Shimkus residence.
All by myself. Don't
Well-
want to be.
What do I want to do for a bigger game?
Do you want to try?
I'm afraid to close the app now. I might not be able to go back. I hit the wrong number.
Are you going to take a dive? Or do you want to really play?
I'm going to really play.
I
I don't know what to make about it.
I know what I would do.
Yeah, you're going heavy on the Rams, right?
Not too heavy, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Rams.
By the way, that's a huge stop for the Raiders. It's still a 2-score game with a lot of time left, and they should have scored a touchdown on that Deshaun Jackson play. So a lot of ball game left, my friends.
All right, I'm going to do my.
So
So Terry put the game in the lobby for tomorrow night already. So tomorrow night's game is already in the lobby, my friend. So I hit it by mistake. I thought it was this game. So I'm playing it.
Now, let me tell you what I would do, Dave and Frank, if I may.
Yeah. Tell us what you do.
I cannot win tomorrow, and so I'm not going to do this. I'm going to pick what I think is going to happen tomorrow, and I'm going to have fun with it. But if I could win the mortgage home free for a year, I would pick a mid-scoring 49ers win, assuming that about 95% of the people are going to pick the Rams. And I would also pick after that Niners win, I would pick Stafford to have the most passing yards because that's going to happen. And then try your best to hit that total yardage as you can. But I'd probably go like 20-17 or 23-20 49ers. So I'd be alone with a chance to win, my friends. That's just one of the strategies you can do.
No respect for Jimmy Garoppolo.
None.
Zip.
Hater.
Yeah, Jimmy G has no shot to win that game. But if it happens, any given Sunday.
I think a lot of people probably this morning were saying, you know what, I'm going to pick Tampa and Tom Brady's going. Of course, he's going to have more yards, and Heineke he has no chance at all. And so here's the way it's going to. I bet a lot of people said that this morning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I picked a close game, my friend, during that game.
Yep.
You don't believe me?
Let me ask you a question. Which is better to have? The correct winning team or the correct total points?
Oh, I know. Ooh,
I know too.
ooh.
David?
Frank, it's all about the numbers, my friend.
It is.
It's not about what team wins.
But
It's the distance you are from the correct score for each team.
right, but if the score is 24-20 and you pick 23-20, that's better than picking 23-20 on the opposite,
That is correct.
right?
But
And
you
so-
also said mid-scoring game. So what I'm suggesting to you is, if it's a high-scoring game where the San Francisco wins, that's not good just because you picked them to win at a mid-scoring game. See what I'm saying? You're still a long way away from
right.
the proper scores for each team. So you're right. Get as close as possible for each team.
Yep. Father Josh says you don't want to blow the most passing yards, and that's true.
The team, right? Picking the team with the most passing yards is probably the most critical decision you have to make. It can mean 16 points to 0.
Yep. And right now it's 305 yards to 188 yards. So Derek Carr needs to get on his horse right here
Yes, he does.
if he's going to catch up to.
He's not going to.
Patrick
Well, he's
Mahomes.
going to have a lot of throws.
We have a whole quarter, and they've got to catch up, my friend. They're down
There
a
was
couple.
one
scores.
game, guys, that I went to years ago. My gosh, years ago, where the Lions scored 34 points in the fourth quarter.
No way.
Most points scored to this day ever in a quarter of football. And they won that game.
Most points ever in a quarter of football.
Ever.
In the fourth quarter, I think, wasn't it?
You know, because that's wrong. Yeah.
Nope. It's ever. It's a quarter ever.
Didn't I already prove him wrong on this one time?
Nope. Did you?
I swear I did.
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him, Dave.
Should I? I
It
think
could be fourth, but I really thought it was at all quarters.
That's fourth. I think I believe you brought this up before, and I think I said that was it the Denver Broncos and Redskins in the Super Bowl, and the Redskins and Doug Williams. I think they had 35 points in the second quarter. Didn't Denver go up, and then the Redskins scored
You're
like
asking me.
35?
To me,
So
Tim
no-
Tebow was the greatest ever.
Was it 1988? Hold on, 1988.
He's teasing you, right? He knows the answer. He
I-
knows
no,
the
I
number of
don't.
yards.
No, I
He know-
don't.
he- he's just pretending.
I don't. I'm looking it up. Hold on.
The Browns scored the most first quarter points ever last
What was
playoff.
that? What was that?
Interception.
Super Bowl, Washington Redskins. Oh, look at that. I just pulled up the box score and look at that. Second quarter,
Can you imagine?
35 points in the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Final score 42-10, my friend, Redskins.
So Dave, we have to figure out what the record is in the third, because the Browns set the record last year in the playoffs, 28 in the first. Lions have 34 in the fourth. You said who has 35
35 Redskins in the Super Bowl.
in the second? So we need to find the third, and we're done.
I remember watching that game at Matty Ice's house.
But this game's over now after that pick.
What a
Unless
horrible.
you can get a turnover.
Did he hit a pigeon or something when he threw the ball?
That was weird.
Ten seconds left. The perfect square for somebody who's on a line.
Oh,
homie.
rare drop from Kelsey.
Right to Kelsey. You got to catch it before you start running with it.
What's wrong with Kelsey?
Yeah, what's wrong with Kelsey? What does he have? 8 catches tonight? A lot of people have been saying that. What's wrong with Travis Kelsey? Where is he at? 7 catches for 89 yards.
Well, since I'm having to make my predictions for tomorrow, anybody know what the weather's supposed to be in San Francisco?
I don't know. Let's go with this. San Francisco weather. I don't think there's going to be a bomb cyclone.
Ooh, looks like a beautiful night.
52. That's tomorrow or today. Let's see. Tomorrow is going to be 62 as a high. Game time around 57 degrees.
No fog.
No fog, clear, nice and cool. 86% humidity though. A little muggy out there.
It's going to be foggy.
And Frank, so I don't know if you heard me earlier, but keep this in mind. Something to think about. The 49ers have not won a home game since October of last year.
Wow. I don't think the Lions have either.
That's actually fake news.
When did they win last?
Okay. It's only been 12 straight.
When did they win last, John?
The Lions' last victory.
Is it November or October?
First of all, they had a win against the Washington November 15th of 2020, 30-27. That was at home.
That was their last win, right?
No, they beat the Bears last year
When?
on December 6th,
December.
2020.
Okay.
So December was their last win. And they should have beaten the Vikings on January 3rd, but they lost 37-35. So December.
To remember.
We're trying to get a win in 2021.
Jenny girl got a perfect square right there. I don't think I got anything.
So you think the Rams will have more passing yards?
I think so, probably. I think so, probably. And then again, I thought Tom Brady and the Buccaneers would have more passing yards today too.
So did I.
So
My friend.
Don't look now, but who's in second place in the Skybox?
Oh, Skeeter. Oh, your dad.
He's on a bit of a heater lately.
Look at that, huh? And Matty Ice is in third.
Matty Ice from Okina, Illinois.
There's my buddy. I just said that's where I watched that Super Bowl game. Matty Ice. Go, Matty Ice.
And they both have the same square, D.
DD.
As in Dave.
There you go. Double D. I have 2 reactions off, so I'm going to do one of those right now. And it happens to be Miller Lite. There you go. Miller Lite.
See, I got my beer out of the copier.
I like that. And you brought it to where your friends were waiting?
I did. Some of them I didn't recognize.
All right, guys. It's a little chilly in the house.
Quarter.
I'm going to close the windows, BRB.
All righty. It's Miller time. I get 3 stars because it's Miller Lite.
Dave, we got to wear those headsets like they do there so we can have the big thing booming out of them.
Yeah, we could do that. Jonathan wears a headset.
I keep hearing your voice in my head.
Come on, Matty Ice. Win a motorcycle, Matty Ice. Oh!
And he would get a booster point too.
I know. He got one earlier. He got one.
did he really?
Yeah, I think it was like the first week of the contest. He goes, "Hey, I told the story on the air like a week or so ago. He's like, "Oh man, I finished second place in my box or whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, that's all right, dude." And then like the next day or later that day, no, it was later that same day. He called me and he goes, "Hey, I just got a letter from Luigi. That's I wasn't top in the country, top 50, but I got a booster point." Because Jonathan's dad was first place.
That's funny.
So he's like, I got first place. I told you this last week. That my buddy was like second place. He goes, I got second place in my game group. I'm like, that's good, dude. And then like later that day, he called me. He goes, hey, I'm actually in first place now. They sent me a letter, and it was because your dad was in first and got
How about that fake punt, dude?
I know. I just saw that. Was that a fake punt?
Yeah.
Jonathan's been asking for a fake punt like all year long.
The guy could throw.
Yeah, dude, that was a bullet right there. First down. Oh, going nowhere right there. See, I picked Kansas City 27, so I just want them to kind of slow it down.
I don't know if you guys I know Davey said you didn't catch the Michigan-Penn State game. Frank, I don't know if you watched it or not. Penn State had it like must have been fourth and goal on Michigan's 4 or 5 yard line, and they did a fake field goal, and Michigan read it and stopped them. And it's like, dude, like, I don't get it. And even here you have Pat Mahomes, allegedly one of the best QBs in the league. When he's playing well, we all know he is.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's been a rough year so far, but when he's doing his thing, man, he's nuts, right? And there's the pick right there. Oh, should have been.
As he throws an interception.
That was picked off, wasn't it?
It should have been.
Yeah, it was. I think it was.
No, he dropped it.
Did he drop it?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because we were seeing his back.
You know,
right
you
there.
got Mahomes. Why are you letting your punter throw the ball, dude? Just leave Mahomes out there. Like Penn State has a decent QB. You need 4 yards. Leave your offense out there. Don't do a fake field goal with your backup QB throwing to your kicker.
Well, wait, that's called a fake punt. It's kind of hard to have a fake punt with Mahomes trying to kick.
No, my point is you're going for it on a fake punt. So just
go for it. Just line up and go for it offensively
One
anyway.
of the best offensive teams in the league. Just
But the defense brings in a whole different package, a whole bunch of different players. Isn't expecting it. I can see it. I mean, both ways.
I can see it for some teams. But when you got like Mahomes or top 5 QB, I don't get it.
Allegedly.
Wait.
Allegedly.
That's not accurate. That logic.
Oh, he was close to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown.
But he was really close to the line of scrimmage.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, I don't see a flag yet.
I don't think the use of a trick play is an indicator of how poor your quarterback is.
Well, there's a big difference between a trick play and a fake punt. Like a fake punt is a trick play, but there's lots of other trick plays that your QB can be involved
But
in.
there's only one trick play you can do when it's time to punt. That's called a fake punt.
Ooh, that was so close.
Or you just go, well, you can go for it on 4th and 10 and do a trick play.
Like punt it?
Do a reverse, do a flea flicker. You can do a trick play on 4th and 10, but just keep your QB out there. What if that punter makes one bad throw and you just gave the ball away? Give the ball to the guy who makes money to throw the ball.
No, my friend.
Now
I disagree, my friend.
I'm going backwards, bro.
I'm not saying you shouldn't use Mahomes when you can, but trick plays have a purpose.
Kenny, I don't know.
Here we go. Here, watch. What I was saying right here. Watch.
Perfect.
Oh wow.
Man, he knew.
Does the ball go past the plane? Like
I think his foot has to be passed. He has to cross, not the ball. I think his foot, like his body, has to
you
cross.
think he saw that little red line?
I think he knew where the line of scrimmage was.
That's amazing.
So my score, yeah, look at my predictor's just going backwards, down to 20 now.
They should put Patrick Mahomes in to kick this right now.
It'd be a good fake.
Yeah.
Same logic. They'll never guess. Man, 20-point game. And I just feel bad for Deshaun Jackson. It's a whole new game if they don't fumble there.
All right, I got one reaction left. I'm going to do it, Frank. And it's, speaking of Mahomes, there he is right there in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I heard Jerry Jones enjoyed that more than the Super Bowl itself.
I think he did. If the Cowboys were in it, I don't think he'd make that quote. They might be in it this year. You never know.
So one thing we haven't talked about yet on air tonight is this OBJ signing. And then the same day, if not the very next day, I think it was the same day, Robert Woods tears his ACL.
Yeah, like I said, I sent you a text and I saw that the Woods tore the ACL and I was like, okay, well now I know why the Odell Beckham Jr. signed there. And Jonathan goes, no, that happened after.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. It was like, because it was so close, but like, what a just stroke of dumb luck. I mean, that they happen to sign him and then Woods goes down for the year the next day in practice, I think, right? I mean, so.
Yeah, and you said it, Dave. You compared the Rams to the Bucs of last year of trying to go all in. They trade for Ramsey. They trade for Stafford. They're giving up draft picks. I mean, if they make it to the Super Bowl and lose to the Bills, it's not enough. They're all in to win like the Bucs were last year. And so, here we go. We'll see. I mean, I think Green Bay could have used Odell. Arizona's got a bunch of injuries on their offense. They probably could have used him too. And so the Rams, they did it. They were aggressive. And unfortunately, Robert Woods is out. But like you said, man, you got Kupp, Van Jefferson, Higbee, and Odell. That's not a bad receiving core.
Now, speaking of that and free agent pickups and things we talked about the other day, Cam Newton, when he left Carolina, went up to New England, and I think I'd have to look it up. I think his salary was like $1 million. Yeah, and he had some bonuses in there, like $1 million. Did he just sign back for Carolina for like $10 million or something stupid?
I don't know the number.
Wasn't it
It's incentivized. It's incentivized.
still?
Yeah.
I mean, what does he have to win the Super Bowl to get?
No, I think it's all. He has like a certain number of wins he has to get, starts. There's a lot of incentives.
They
What
give
is
him they give him a $5 million bonus if his first 2 plays both were touchdowns.
Right? Amazing.
So Thunderwater, yeah, it was. So it's 10 million, but it's incentive based. But still, I'm just like
$4.5 million base.
I think last year he had $1 million base, and I think his incentives may have taken him to 2.5 or 3 or whatever it was with
Yeah,
New
you got
England.
a better deal.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want Cam Newton's agent. That's who I want. That dude's brilliant. That's unreal. Just like Andy Dalton's agent with the Bears.
I do agree with you. I obviously Cam Newton wasn't great last year, and he wasn't great this year. I mean, who knows? If it was just a bad training camp or if it really was just because of COVID. I lean towards the latter of why they cut him. But I mean, I think Cam Newton's probably still a top 24 QB in the league.
24.
I know that sounds crazy to say, but Frank, it's a big deal. I mean, the Bears should have probably signed him over Dalton.
Yeah.
The Cowboys.
Well, I'm
probably
just saying
should have
that
signed him.
top 24 is bottom third, right?
Yeah, but as a starting QB in the league, you're a top 32 QB in the world. That's amazing still. And the fact that he wasn't on a team for the first half of the season is kind of crazy. When you got Jared Goff starting for the Lions. Like right now, I'm not kidding. I'd rather have Cam Newton than Jared Goff.
I don't know.
You'd rather have Goff, you think?
I don't know that Cam fits with a lot of teams. I think he rubs teams the wrong way. He didn't I don't think he fit with the Patriot culture.
Right.
He's a bit too much of a showboat. And I think it works in Carolina because there's a little bit of coming home, a little bit of a reunion there.
Now, I'd love to be a fly in the wall when Cam Newton was in the locker room with Bill.
Do you think he would have fit in better if he cheated?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. I probably would have.
Jared Goff or Tyrod Taylor? Give me Goff over Tyrod Taylor. My dad says I'd rather have Fig Newton than Goff. Another pick.
So there goes a shoe.
Someone lost a shoe. It's all now. Someone's lost a shoe. Just got real. Where's what's his name? Deshaun in Texas. Where's he going to end up? Is he ever going to play again?
Who?
What's his name? The quarterback. Is Deshaun Watson?
So I mean, he's out this season.
I know that. Yeah, but I'm saying, what do you think is going to happen to him? Is he ever going to play again?
I mean, it really depends on the legal. It depends on the legal thing. The NFL has been very weird about that whole thing. Obviously,
what did he just do? What a bad decision.
This game's over.
He was just winging that. I guess he's thinking, you know what? Let me wing it down there. If they catch it, it's like a punt because it's 4th and 5 anyway. I'm going to try and rationalize that throw with that decision. That's what he did.
I think it's probably right.
You got to go for it here, though, unless you're just saying the game's over. But Dave, it's crazy because so many accusations. Somehow it's still caught up in legal. He's probably going to pay. There's rumors that he's paying a lot of people out already. What Watson is, and so A, is he going to be in jail? And B, if either way, whether he just pays everyone off and nothing legal happens, is the NFL going to fine him and suspend him? That guy's got pit stains. You see that? Oh man.
What? Who?
That's my biggest nightmare, bro. The guy in the back. Did you not see that?
I saw it. He had the biggest sweat stain.
Dude, he just had a sweat stain bigger than all 3 of our faces combined. National television dancing away. Oh man, that's my worst nightmare.
The dude in the dark blue shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't really tell. I saw him back there, but I really couldn't.
I was looking at Elvis. How can
I was looking at Elvis too.
On, who's looking at
for the sake of the whole world, I hope that everyone was looking at Elvis.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I knew he was still alive.
So anyway, I think that's going to be the question, right, Dave? Is what does the NFL do regardless of how it ends up? My guess is that he'll play next year. Just hopefully not on the Lions.
I wonder. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with all that and where he does end up. And there was all that speculation of him going to Miami before the trade deadline and everything. And so I'm going to drop a nugget that may be the most important thing we've ever talked about here on Super Squares, at least from Jonathan's perspective.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm sitting.
Yeah, no, this is good. It probably doesn't affect you. It may not. But from the last minute, 2 minutes, I think it affects Jonathan. The video we saw, the dude was dancing on. You're like, oh my, dude, look at that dude, man. He said, oh, look at that, he's all pit stains, blah blah blah, right? Is that what we're talking about, right? Like pit stains, right? Isn't that what we called it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like your predictors earlier today.
exactly. So I think it's called hyperhidrosis is like heavy sweating. And there's a certain percentage of people that have that and sweat a lot like that. Okay. There is a product. You have to get it from a dermatologist or a doctor. You have to get a prescription for it. Okay. It's called Drysol. Drysol. If you are a heavy sweater, write that word down. Drysol. Again, you got to get a prescription for it. And you can take that product and apply it as it says to do it. And it burns and it hurts like no one's business, but it will stop you from sweating.
What is it? Permanently seal your sweat glands?
Dave, are you a heavy sweater?
Yeah, dude, like totally.
Is that why you were laughing at my?
It totally changed my life, dude. I used to when I was on the air, dude. I would used to have to wear shirts. I wear like an undershirt underneath it, and then I got like, I don't care, whatever. We're all adults. I'll share information. Got those like vinyl kind of like encoded, like women I think have them called dress guards that women like will get so they don't sweat, whatever, and put like those in their shirt because I would just like sweat through something instantly.
Really?
Oh yeah. And so a lot of times I wore like a sport coat as well, so you couldn't see because I just would like totally sweat. And so I went to a dermatologist and they said, we can do a couple things. We can inject you with Botox into your sweat glands. Okay. To stop you from sweating. But then you have to have that done like every, I don't know if it was 3 months or 6 months or whatever it was.
In your armpits?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gotta hurt.
Ooh.
Or we can try this topical solution called Drysol. And so, after you shower and all this everything, you just put it on like under your arms before you go to bed. And I'm telling you, it burnt, no pain, no gain, because it burns.
Do you still have to do
in
it?
bed going like, oh gosh, I gotta try to fall asleep. Please let me fall asleep.
You still do it?
Oh yeah, dude, listen, and it burns, and you got to use it every day for like 2 weeks. And then you cut back to like every other day for like a week. And then you cut back to like once a week, using it. As it like kind of gets in and like does whatever it does. And man, I can wear like a silk shirt and like have no sweat, nothing. I mean, it totally changed my life. And I know some women that had the same problem, whatever, that I'd be on the air with, and said, hey, get this. And they went to the dermatologist and have thanked me for it. So anyone that's a heavy sweater, Drysol, Drysol. And you can put that under your arms.
Can they call you during that 3 or 4 week period just to get you to give them some like words of hope?
Yeah, I'll tell them to get like something, then just fan. You're just like fan and just like, please.
You're like the Urlacher of sweaters.
Yeah, there you go.
It's amazing.
The mother was a sweater.
There's also just a chance that guy just forgot deodorant and didn't know he was gonna be on national TV tonight.
Now, why did you kind of say that this was gonna change Jonathan's life?
Because Jonathan's a heavy sweater, right? Didn't you say that?
No, I said it's my worst nightmare because I'm not a heavy sweater. So anytime I
I think you said like if you were on TV like that, it's your worst nightmare.
No, yeah, it's one of my worst nightmares because I don't sweat, and so anytime I ever get sweat, like sweat marks, I kind of freak out. So I'm like, what do I do? How do I like air it out and
okay.
But hey, there's probably a lot of people in the chat whose lives are changed.
I'm telling you, man, someone is going to go out there with a heavy sweater and they're going to get Drysol, Drysol.
It'll save them.
Fogarty, you're killing me. Yeah, and it will change your life. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I can wear a shirt now and without an undershirt, and I can wear, just not worry about like having to. It's oh man, it was awesome. And you know what? And now I use it. I put it on maybe once a year now because I've been using it for probably like 15 years, 16, 17 years I've been using it. So I only use it maybe now like once a year just because it's like to the point where I don't need to use it anymore.
That is pretty cool.
It really is. Drysol.
You still shave your armpits too?
and my legs.
Guys, I know we're not like we don't talk a ton about politics here, but sometimes we do. Did you guys see Elon Musk's tweet today?
No, I didn't.
No,
I saw it.
no.
Can
I
I
clicked on
just read
something
it?
that saw his picture.
Can I just read it without just this is just no opinions from me. No, I'm not agreeing with either one. I just think this is a really interesting interaction that I think we should all know about. That's all. Bernie Sanders tweets, "We must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share, period." Okay, that's the tweet. That's it. Elon Musk responds, "I keep forgetting that you're still alive." Like, it is like viral right now.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
What's that, Megan?
There's another one too.
There's another one.
The internet's an incredible place.
Elon tweeted something else.
Yeah, after that one.
There's
What?
another one. Just in,
I
Megan.
didn't see that one. Okay. I already filtered the first one. Are you saying his latest tweet 2 hours ago due to inflation? I can't read that one.
Was Bernie's response to Elon, or did Elon double down?
He doubled down anyway.
Wait,
Let
Megan will bring
me
it.
see.
Got to look at the Twitter.
I'm
While
looking.
while we're looking at that,
He said, "Want me to sell more stock, Bernie? Just say the word."
That's funny.
a couple of quick questions here from the chat. Does it work on Drysdale work on sweaty testicles and D's sweaty nuts? I'll tell you what, man.
I would.
Go ahead and slap some of that on these nuts and let me know how it works out for you. I'd love to hear a follow up on that one.
You guys, just like I always say, though, guys, you got to be real careful with that dry ice shampoo and body wash from Duke Cannon.
My
Touchdown.
My goodness.
My back gets sweaty at the gym. I don't know if you can use it on your back or not. I know, like for underarms. So I can't answer all these questions. Please see I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. So please ask your doctor about Drysdale.
Skeeter and I were talking during that Vikings game, and we both kind of agreed that Kansas City's due for a blowout, but we didn't think it was going to happen tonight, and we were wrong.
Big summer blowout.
Big summer blowouts.
Yeah, I picked this one wrong.
My dad went from first. His predictors are going down a little bit to fourth. M. Murray with 35 predictors right now, 72 points.
Yep. And
That's
Matty
fine.
Ice,
I got a partial.
Matty Ice, who was up in third, dropped to 15th just like that because of those predictors. I'm telling you, that's like,
Another random offsides by the Raiders. They've done this 3 or 4 times tonight.
Mahomes 422 yards. Unbelievable.
Guess who's here, guys? Jeremy.
Jeremy spoken.
Jeremy's here. Are we giving out Duke Cannon recommendations? I may or may not have gotten some buddy winnings. You got more today too, Jeremy. I recommend everything, really. But if you have dry hands, get the bloody knuckles. All the body wash is good stuff. And the beard oil for that mustache of yours during Movember, Jeremy. That'll be real nice.
and if you have wet hands, get the Drysdale. I don't know. It might work on sweaty palms too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure. A lot of people.
Man,
Some people have
what-
sweaty.
I don't think you're supposed to be doing that to yourself.
I don't know. Jamie says, "Wait, Dave. I have a question. What's your question, Jamie?"
Naval supremacy. There you go. Who won me more stuff? You have to go look at the winners list, dude. Your friends are winning all the time for you, Jeremy.
Jeremy's the
Tomorrow
man.
you can win a mortgage, buddy. For a year. So make sure you play tomorrow night.
Yeah, my game group, 12th. The predictors are killing me, my friend.
Jamie wants to know what a lacrosse ball is made out of.
What is a lacrosse ball made out of? Is this like one of our halftime jokes, or is that a serious question?
No, she really is very curious.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question, Fogarty. Apparently, the lacrosse balls that we have are made of a special material, and there's a secondary market for these for working out muscle cramps and in your back and all these.
Therapy balls.
These particular balls.
I need some. I was already looking at them the other
Yeah,
day.
there's something about the materials or something like that. But
It's like the lacrosse balls. They're widely used, and tennis balls are also widely used for therapy balls. Golf balls as well.
these are supposed to be very good.
How about that?
I was already planning out if I ever want a gift card.
Yeah, toxic. You're toxic. Your predictors when they were in the 20s in that first quarter, I knew that was not good. But hey, you'll be ready tomorrow. Little
See?
warm-up game to get ready for the bigger game.
That's right.
Tease balls.
Pack, Wyoming. Pack, Wyoming. She got her husband to play today.
Awesome, Pack.
So we have a really important question we need to answer.
All right.
All right. Are the Chiefs back or are the Raiders back?
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
That's courtesy of Benjamin Albright. I'm going to go with the Chiefs too, I think. Their
Raiders
offense is playing great.
Yeah, and the Raiders have kind of just been a little, all season long. I mean, Kansas City was like good and then had a few bad games and now has come back and is playing better and putting it together. Raiders have had a lot of off the field problems.
You guys seen the movie Snakes on a Plane?
With Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, is that a good movie?
No.
If you like this,
you like Sharknado?
Can I like what's better, Snakes on a Plane or Airplane?
Airplane.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna watch
Seriously,
Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane is like Sharknado. It's the same kind of like silliness.
Yeah. It's,
Sharknado restored one of my favorite actresses' careers, my friend, Tara Reid.
Betty White?
Tara Reid.
Which NFL team do you currently trust the most? I'll hang up and listen. Says Jeremy.
Okay. To lose, the Lions. I trust
They're
them.
reliable.
Yeah,
they are reliable.
I trust them the most. If I'm like, hey, I need 100%, I'm going in on something, it's the Lions will lose. So, does that answer your question, Jeremy?
My answer for winners, which I think is what Jeremy
Jeremy hung up.
didn't lose today.
He said did lose today.
That's right.
For me, it's a healthy Cardinals team, and I'm probably like right there with Titans and Rams, and it's crazy because all three of those answers aren't. None of those answers are great. Maybe the Packers.
Can you really trust the Packers after this past couple weeks?
I don't think so. Like, I mean, they're winning. Their defense is playing out of their mind. Their defense is overperforming. And Aaron Rodgers is a stud, but yeah, I think the Packers lose to the Rams. I think they lose to the Cardinals. I think they lose to the Bucks in the playoffs. I don't know.
I had to pick one team. Is that the team you're saying like that's the team I trust the most as far? I mean, I'm gonna probably have to say along those lines, and I know that they lost to Jacksonville last week, and I know that Megan will rub that in forever, but I would have to. I think I may say Buffalo. I might say Buffalo.
The only issue I have with Buffalo, and again, every team gets a flop. I'm giving the Rams a flop last week. I'm giving Dallas a flop last week. We're giving Buffalo one. Buffalo's running game is just horrible. And they were better today against a bad run defense. So it was a perfect marriage. But Buffalo, like Jacksonville just shut down the pass. And Buffalo couldn't do anything. Great question from Jeremy. I'm not a Packer fan, D-Rock. Stop it. I know what Frank wants to say. Frank wants to say right now what I would say is the most improved team in the NFL since we've won. That's New England.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm not going to say I trust Mac Jones over all these other top QBs, but Bill Belichick has them playing great ball. And I'm probably going Rams too right now, Toxic. But again, a Rams game against the healthy Cardinals would be fun to watch.
I don't know why it didn't work for you, Megan.
It normally works for me. I've done it twice.
I don't know.
Jeremy, if you're still here, I need you to do me a huge solid, man, and just tell me like how big of a deal on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being huge deal, 1-0, it is that Dan Campbell already took over play calling. Because that made me nervous today, and I thought he did a horrible job.
I know the Bucs lost today too, but I also kind of trust the Buccaneers. And you look at their number one tight end, and some may argue their number one receiver, even though
What's wrong with his feet again?
Yeah, he's been in a walking boot and stuff and whatever. But those two guys are out. I didn't think would make as big of a difference. But look what's happened the last 2 weeks when Antonio Brown has been out. So if they're healthy, I trust them. But then I look at what their defense did today, giving up just that massive drive at the end of the game to the Redskins. It just doesn't. I don't know. I mean, but that's what's great about it is it's not just like here's one team.
Yeah, no,
You know, like college football, kind of right now. It's just like okay, there's Georgia. You know, I mean, but it's not like there's one team here, and I like that. You know.
Fogarty, that's that bad haircut guy. That's the Raiders owner, I believe,
Davis
or GM. I mean, dude, yeah, like somebody just needs to get that guy a haircut. You have that much money, you'd think that you'd have one friend. That's how you know you have no friends. Everyone just wants something from you.
You think they took his grooming products?
No, I just think everybody, you know, and when you want someone's money, you just do it like you're afraid to offend them. So
I think he might be a bit incorrigible.
No one tells the truth. Hey man, listen. You look like a Rottweiler bred with a wiener dog. And if you're having a hard time picturing what that looks like, that's my point.
Pride of Detroit needs to know one thing before he goes to bed. Is Megan still losing in marbles?
Yes, she is.
Some things don't change.
I don't think she's been top 10 since we brought it back.
Yes, I have. I just did
Oh, one time out of 12.
twice. And today.
Let's just put it this way, Jeremy. I've never related to Megan more as a Lions fan than I do with her in marbles.
By the way, if you're in a fantasy league, the bye schedules this year kind of mess up with some pretty important games. Have you noticed that? I mean, you typically wouldn't worry about buys having an impact on the latter weeks of your fantasy leagues, but this year's different.
Do you see this? Skeeter's offering Jeremy one of his mini bikes for the chair that Jeremy stole from Skeeter last year. In a straight up trade. It's amazing. Skeeter has now won his third mini bike, Jeremy.
Nice move right there for an extra 5 yards.
What are your predictors looking like right now, Dave? I'm at 24.5151.
I think I just keep going backwards, bro, because I was up at 25 and now I'm down to 21. Because the passing yards killed me. But I'm right on, and I wonder if this is updated. Let me go back. Let me see. Hold on.
Dang it. I just ruined Skeeter's chance of a trade because I spoke too much. I shared too much information.
Yeah, total yards, I'm at 98. So I'm like right there, but there's time left. And then the score, 35. Yeah, 21.
This touchdown here from the Raiders is going to help me and my prediction.
That'll help me too. Yeah, that'll help me as well, my friend.
First and goal. You know what it is? It's Darren Waller time.
Perfect. I need him to score a touchdown.
Darn it.
You guys, why do you even ponder passing? You can take a knee.
Why do you even ponder passing? I mean, you can take a knee.
Frank, did you hear the news that Matt Burke is a little disappointed that he didn't get in on this predictor challenge with Dave and I?
No, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he tweeted about it and everything. So there's Waller, called it.
Well, you can concede right now to Dave, and we can start over.
No way. But I mean, I guess it's the same. It's tied.
I guess you're right. We can get him in there for the mix. It could be fun to make him wear a jersey.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. That's what I thought of, though, is like, you know, he's not on stream often this year, which is fine. But like, there's then what is it? This felt like more of a stream thing.
Yeah.
So maybe we bring him in. He's down one game, and there's something else. We can spice it up a little. We'll think about it this week.
Why is he down one game? You guys are tied.
Because Dave and I are tied 1-1. He has 0.
He has 0.
What do you mean?
He has no wins.
Well,
John's
but
got
you
one
guys
win.
are tied, so it doesn't really matter.
What I'm saying, we brought him in right now, he'd be 1 game back.
Yeah, he has 0. We have each
He
have
like
1.
wiped it all clean and started from scratch with 8 games instead of 10.
Do you really want to have him down
Yes.
opportunities?
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, Dave and I have taken this very seriously for 2 weeks. We're not just going to roll over. I kicked Dave's today, dude.
But you two are tied. It's as if it hasn't started yet.
I
You
don't know.
understand that, right?
No, it's not. We're tied with 1.
You guys are tied. It's like we just started over.
Yeah,
again.
it's like 0-0.
It doesn't matter. You guys are tied. It doesn't matter.
It matters because we're basically giving Burke a free one to start over.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's why it matters.
You both have lost, and you both have won.
Right. And
This is like a tie, which
Right,
is
but-
what he would be with no wins and no losses. You of all people should understand that.
I'm an expert in ties. Last thing, since you missed my funny joke earlier, the reason I haven't been around lately is because I've been tied up, says Jeremy.
It tied up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't want to go there with Jeremy because he's an interesting cat. Baby.
So I looked away as we're sitting here talking and BSing. They took the touchdown away. There was a penalty on it.
They must have.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
I didn't even see that. I thought it was 21. I'm like, what did you just throw the ball for? How'd they get the ball back so fast? We're just having a good time talking over here, my friend.
Another holding call. Come on. Jeremy, that's a good joke, buddy. Jeremy, by the way, before you go, here's my theory. Lions tie today. They beat barely next week a Case Keenum-led or injured Baker Mayfield-led Browns, and they blow out the Bears on Thanksgiving, my friend. Have we talked about how Kansas City has 500 total yards of offense?
We haven't talked about that because it's kind of
430 of it is Mahomes.
yeah.
By the way, if you look at the screen, you'll notice an 18.92% for my pick on points. And then this is weird, 100%. Is that good?
It is at a certain time of the game.
For total yards? Okay. And then most passing, a little off there. Now, I didn't get a chance to hear your thoughts on this, Frank and Dave. But last night I saw my favorite band of all time play for the 5th, 6th, or 7th time. I can't really remember. Alkaline Trio, kind of a punk, grungy-ish band. Sold out show in Chicago. They're from Chicago. I've seen them in Chicago every time.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Alkaline Trim, look them up.
I've never heard of them. Yeah. So
And they're again my favorite band. I love them. They were horrible last night. Horrible.
why, what was wrong with them?
The sound was bad. I mean, they're the headliner, and the first 2 opening bands who were horrible bands, I'm not a fan of at all. But the sound at least was great with those bands. Alkaline Trio comes out and it's broken for half the set. They sounded horrible in this beautiful, one of the best venues in all of Chicago. And then the lead singer, who's my favorite of all 3 of them, just either was drunk, high, or uninterested. He just was off on the lyrics, and guitar riff was like not there, and it was weird, man.
Huh.
You ever go to a concert you just know you're gonna love and spend way too much money, and then they sucked?
No, I mean, no. I don't think I've had that experience where someone's really sucked.
I once went to a concert with Joe Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Gotta look sharp. Small venue. And you know who I'm talking about, Joe Jackson? Gotta look sharp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was at this really intimate place. And it happened to be like the week after he decided to completely change from rock and roll to jazz. Swing. And I went there, and it's like saxophones and bass and he wouldn't play any rock and roll at all. That was disappointing.
Okay.
4th down.
Letters from Luigi says Ed Sheeran effort. He's great. That sucks. Jars of Clay. They were not good live. So here's the thing: is that Alkaline Trio is good live. I've seen them. I love them live. I wouldn't go 7, 8 times, but they were bad last night.
Black Label. I don't know who Black Label is.
Dude, you wouldn't believe, Frank, wait, I'm going to send you a text right now of the opening band that played. I'm going to send you a text of some of their lyrics, bro. I'm not kidding you when I say that I almost left the show.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
No, I'm going to send you. You're going to care.
Okay.
You're going to be like, oh, wow, that's worse than I thought.
I sent you my new hipster favorite song, and you didn't comment on it the other day. Have you ever heard,
Let me check.
you ever heard of 100 Gex?
No.
Oh man.
Dude, I don't see it. I'm in our texts right now. I don't see it.
Oh yeah, it was 100 Gex called "Hand Crushed by a Mallet," and it's got Fall Out Boy singing with them. It's
Oh, cool.
It's an awesome song.
All right, so click that and read it. Don't read it out loud. It won't play anything, so don't worry. But that's the lyrics of the very first opening band. The band's called War on Women. And Alkaline Trio is nothing like that. Their lyrics are nothing like that. But I just want you to see what I sat through and endured. And then just to watch Alkaline be horrible.
Oh my god.
Dude, right?
You stayed?
It's kind of like a farce. Like it's kind of like it seems like a kind of like a parody, right? It's like, how's that a real lyric?
Oh my gosh, this is horrible.
Yeah, I went to the bathroom, got a beer. They were over after like 4 songs. Wow! But thank goodness I was with a good friend, or it would have just been kind of a horrible night.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that with me.
You're welcome. Do you feel blessed?
I do.
And this game's over.
41-14. I still had 23 predictors, which would have been enough to beat Dave today.
How did you do today? What was your final scores? Which game did you pick?
I had like 25. I picked the Lions game.
Did you pick the Tampa game?
Yeah. And I think what did I have? I posted, what did I have, like 15?
I think you had less than 10.
Was it 9, 10? Maybe.
I'm just saying that because that's what Skeeter kind of told me. I didn't.
You know, I don't know. I posted it on your thing.
I'm checking.
Let me see. Here's mine. I had 8.9.
Yeah, 8.9. And I had like 25 or something.
Wow. Maybe you ought to like keep track of the total predictor points too as a tiebreaker.
That'll be easy to go through because they're all on Twitter. My friend.
Very good.
Chad Henne with the kneel downs. Right? They want to make sure that Mahomes doesn't get hurt.
516 to 299. So Matty Ice had a D. I remember that because we looked at that earlier. Oh, Low Tone 88's got a D, which is a partial, and is in the lead right now. I don't think there's anything touching that then.
But Bra Guy has a partial with higher predictors.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to be close. We'll have to see how it all.
And Duke of Windsor's, yeah. Anyone with a perfect X?
Maverick was up there, fell down. Matty
Yep.
Ice was up there, fell down.
Summer 7373, not to be confused with Summer Marie from Duluth, has an X, but 54 probably not enough. And highest predictor so far, have you looked at that? We got Bry Guy at 40.
Wow.
And there's no one close.
Pretty stout.
There's no one close. So Bry Guy, you're likely going to take highest predictors. We'll see at the end. My friend. D's not a partial, by the way, Dave.
I thought it was.
Nope. So, but N is. Final results.
I got 59. I finished 4th in my game group.
So you had some squares?
Yeah. I had two partials.
Nice. I had none. So I finished 15th in my game group, 23 predictors. And first place, Bry Guy with the best predictors. It looks like, best predictors by far.
And high score.
And the final score.
Well, remember, we only award one.
Right.
So he will get
The
best
250.
score. He'll get the 250, but now best predictors goes to whoever has the second best predictors.
Which looks like Lowton right now, 31.2. Let's see. Let's scroll. Anyone who has higher than 31 is going to be in the top 50.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else.
And that's it. So congratulations to Bry Guy and
Great
to
game.
Low Sun 88.
Good game.
Yeah, well done. And do we know the high score?
In the country?
Yeah, we don't yet.
No, I got to go do my thing.
Well, fellas, tomorrow's the bigger game. I'm so excited.
Want to start a little earlier? I think we. Oh, that's right. It's Tuesday. I was saying the message says Tuesday at 8 or it says 8:30 in your video. Is that correct?
8:30. That's Eastern. I think so.
Eastern, right? But you want to start a little earlier? You want to start at 8, or you want to do it at 8:30 for the Tuesday thing?
Let's do it earlier. I mean, I'm down for whatever. I'm in. Whatever you need.
Or do you want to start tomorrow?
Let's go 30 minutes early tomorrow.
7:45.
Yeah, let's go 30 early.
Okay, you up for that?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Guten Nacht.
All right, everybody. Good night. Congratulations. And we'll see you for the bigger game tomorrow. I got a feeling.
Bison Thumper's got a question, right? Are booster points only counted after game group winners?
Yes,
Only game group winners get the booster points.
that's correct. And we'll talk and we'll look at all those on Tuesday night.
And tonight's the last night for booster points. So tomorrow morning, we will total all the booster points. Can't get any more boosters tomorrow.
I wish you all dry armpits
Yes.
and a good evening.